said he wanted to go to the game because if not, then he would have nothing to do.
Going.
So I said I would try to talk to you guys.
Yeah, all right. Let's get there. I'm gonna run down and get my water real quick. Okay. Easton is definitely behind the plate. Hartzler is the DH.
Hartzler is DH.
Well, that doesn't help because he hasn't had any at bats. I was going to look to see who had the better batting average. But it's supposed to be because it's hot and it's DH for the catcher.
What about Smith? What's his?
Preston Smith.
Yeah.
He's hitting 105 and Beeston's hitting 167. So
That don't help either. I hope that's not DH.
no.
Yeah, that don't help.
I guess when you announce the lineups and they look at you like, what's he talking
I
about?
can ask. Alan.
All right, I'm gonna go live then. Check, check, 1, 2.
Check, check, 1, 2. Check,
Check,
1,
check,
2.
1, 2. All right, we are ready. Let's find their intro.
The following is a special presentation from the Atoma Radio Group Sports Network. You're watching the Pekin Panthers on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network. Now, let's get you down to the field with the voice of your Pekin Panthers, Michael Comstock.
Good evening, Panther fans. Michael Comstock, Tony Latcham coming to you from Pekin High School as the Pekin Panthers are getting set to take on the Highland Huskies tonight in Southeast Iowa Super Conference action. Panthers come in with a 3-4 record. The Huskies are 6-2 on the year. They are 4-0 in conference play. Panthers are 3-1. The Huskies lost their first 2 games of the season, and they've run off 6 straight in a row. So they are been on a pretty hot streak, but depends on what teams they've played too. I was looking through, and they did knock off BGM and I believe Gladbrook Rhinebeck in a BGM tournament this past weekend. Other than that, they have played all North teams. They haven't had any South Division teams that they've matched up with. So they are 6-2, 4-0 in the conference. So they lead the conference. Panthers are a game behind them, and the one that I looked at that surprised me is Hillcrest is 3-2 in conference play. So Panthers are officially ahead of Hillcrest in the standings. So Panthers are in second place in the North Division at the moment. Highland has won 4 in a row versus Pekin. The last win for the Panthers was in 2022. So Panthers will see if they can pick up the win tonight over the Highland Huskies. And what are your thoughts tonight on this game, Tony?
Yeah, I mean, it's always a tough game, right? So Highland's always good competition for the Panthers, no matter what. I don't think I've ever seen a game that wasn't close against Highland. And so hopefully this will be a hard-fought game, and the Panthers come out on top.
So their starting pitcher tonight is Landon Rawling, and he has no record. He started 1 game, pitched in 3 games, pitched 7 innings on the season, has an ERA of 4, 6 strikeouts for the sophomore, Landon Rawling. So those are the starting lineups we'll go through the starting lineups real quick for the visitors. It'll be Logan McFarland in center field. Bryce Hazlitt will be at second base. Landon Rawling will be your pitcher. Riker Miller will be in left field. Caleb Wheeler will be at third base. Hunter Seibel will be the shortstop. Preston Smith will be at first base. Designated hitter tonight will be Noah Hartzler. He'll be batting for Garrett Beeson, who is the catcher. And Dawson Bell will be in right field. For your home team, Pekin Panthers, it'll be Nolan Glick starting at shortstop. Will Adam will be in center field. Carson Comstock will be at second base. Starting pitcher tonight for the Panthers will be Henry Adam. Brant Latcham will be in left field. Brogan Spray will be in right field. Cal Miller will be the designated hitter for Brogan tonight. Riley Smith will be behind the plate. Sammy Sharp will be at first base, and Elijah Brock will be at third base. So those are your starting lineups for the game tonight between the Panthers and the Huskies. So we are going to take our first break of the night, and we will be back for more pregame show. Might be time for the first pitch when we come back. We'll see. So we are going to take our first break of the night. It's Michael Comstock, Tony Latcham, and Lauren Sylvester here. We'll be back on the Atomo Radio Group YouTube channel and the 101.5 KISS FM radio.
This is Dr. Michael Comstock from Comstock Family Chiropractic in Hedrick, welcoming you to another Pekin Panther baseball season. Our office specializes in care for your entire family. As we move into these summer months, just a friendly reminder that it's time to call and schedule your sports physicals for the upcoming school year. Call and schedule your appointment today, 641-653-2311. That's 641-653-2311. Comstock Family Chiropractic, proud supporters of the Pekin Panthers.
Nutrient Ag Solutions Hedrick is your trusted partner in optimizing your agricultural operations. We streamline decisions and solutions to deliver exceptional results tailored to your needs. With a comprehensive range of services, we empower you to achieve success on every acre. Our expert team, led by me, Jason, offers customized approaches for your unique challenges. Nutrient Ag Solutions of Hedrick, your common ground partner in growth. Call me Jason today and learn more.
Congratulations to the Pekin High School class of 2025. You've shown what it means to lead with pride, passion, and perseverance, and your future is bright. As we celebrate our seniors, we invite the entire community to come and see what makes Pekin High School so special. From championship teams to inspiring student achievements, there's always something to cheer for. Join us this summer and experience the excellence of Pekin High School, where we empower all students to excel, innovate, and lead. Go Panthers!
This is Jeremy with Cranston Family Funeral Home. I want to take a moment and say thank you, not for choosing our funeral home, although we're deeply honored when you do, but for showing up for your neighbors, for supporting small businesses, for standing in line at visitations and hugging people you maybe haven't seen in years. That is what makes our communities feel like home. At Cranston Family Funeral Home, we don't believe in flashy promises. We believe in showing up quietly, respectfully, and doing the work that matters when it matters most. So from our family to yours, thank you. We see you, we are grateful for you, and we'll be here when you need us.
At Jefferson County Health Center, care is more than a service. It's a commitment. Our nurses, doctors, and staff go beyond treatment to provide comfort, compassion, and connection. We care because you matter. Visit jeffersoncountyhealthcenter.org to discover the difference.
Jefferson County Health Center, care you can count on. It's what we do.
You work hard to build the life you want. Your internet should do the same for you. Get all of your telecommunications needs from Lisco, including the most competitive pricing and highest quality data services. Every home, every business, every step of the way. Serving you from right here in your local hometown communities. Call me, Samantha Knoll, your Lisco sales and account manager for all of your telecommunications needs. 641-209-5400. That's 209-5400, or visit us at lisco.com.
At Smithburg Automotive, driving adventures allow you to explore comfortably, safely, and in every aspect of your summer vacation. Smithburg Automotive in Fairfield. Schedule your vehicle's trip check today. Call 641-472-2454, 641-472-2454.
Smithburg Automotive in Fairfield. Get your trip check scheduled today. Call 641-472-2454. That's 641-472-2454.
This is Dr. Michael Comstock from Comstock Family Chiropractic in Hedrick, welcoming you to another Pekin Panther baseball season. Our office specializes in care for your entire family. As we move into these summer months, just a friendly reminder that it's time to call and schedule your sports physicals for the upcoming school year. Call and schedule your appointment today, 641-653-2311. That's 641-653-2311. Comstock Family Chiropractic, proud supporters of the Pekin Panthers.
Congratulations to the Pekin High School class of 2025. You've shown what it means to lead with pride, passion, and perseverance, and your future is bright. As we celebrate our seniors, we invite the entire community to come and see what makes Pekin High School so special. From championship teams to inspiring student achievements, there's always something to cheer for. Join us this summer and experience the excellence of Pekin High School, where we empower all students to excel, innovate, and lead. Go Panthers!
Peyton here with Packwood Locker and Meats. Call now for availability on beef, hog, and lamb slaughter for 2024 through 25. Here at Packwood Locker, we have all the meats and accessories from cheeses to sauces for all your grilling gatherings. Fall's right around the corner, and before the snow flies, it's time to stock up on one of our full bundle meat package specials. Whether you're cooking for your family or hosting a party, contact Packwood Locker and Meats or order online at packwoodlockerandmeats.com. You can't beat my meat, and I dare you to try.
From backyard barbecues to lake getaways, summer is all about making memories. At Pilot Grove Savings Bank, we make it easy to enjoy the season with stress-free banking that fits your lifestyle. Mobile banking on the go? Check. Easy loan options for home upgrades or vacations? Check. Friendly local service you can count on? Always. Make the most of your summer. Bank with Pilot Grove Savings Bank. Visit us at pilotgrovesavingsbank.com or stop by any of our 17 locations. Pilot Grove Savings Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Dr. Matt here. Looking for complete dental care for your entire family? At Fairfield Dental Clinic in Fairfield, that's exactly what we provide.
Dr. Pat here. We pride ourselves on delivering comprehensive care from routine cleanings to advanced procedures. At Fairfield Dental Clinic, we're committed to creating healthy smiles in a comfortable, caring environment.
We live here, we work here, and we're proud to care for generations of families from Fairfield and the surrounding area. Call today for an appointment. Fairfield Dental Clinic. Complete dental care for your entire family. Your neighbors, your dentists, your smile.
You're watching the Pekin Panthers on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
We're back, Panther fans. Michael Comstock, Tony Latchin coming to you at Pekin High School tonight. Pekin Panthers versus the Highland Huskies. We're going to run through our starting lineups again real quick. For the visiting team, it'll be Logan McFarland in center field. He bats .318 on the year. Bryce Hazlett will be the second baseman. He's batting .211. Landon Rawling will be on the mound. He bats .316 for the season. Riker Miller will be in left field tonight. He's batting .235 on the year. Caleb Wheeler will be at third base. He is a freshman, and he is batting .200 on the season. Number 14, Hunter Seibel, will be the shortstop. He is a sophomore, batting .250 on the year. Number 6, Preston Smith, will be at first base. He is also a sophomore, batting .105 on the season. Noah Hartzler is the DH tonight. He is an 8th grader, has yet to have an at-bat on the season. And then Dawson Bell will be in right field. And he is not listed on the roster, so he hasn't made an appearance yet either. So Dawson Bell will get his first start of the season. So that is the starting lineup for the visiting team, the Highland Huskies. For your Panthers, it will be Nolan Glick at shortstop tonight. Will Adam will be in center field. Carson Comstock will be at second base. Henry Adam will get the start on the mound. Brant Latcham will be in left field. Brogan Spray will be in right field. Cal Miller will be batting for Brogan tonight. Riley Smith will be behind the plate. Sammy Sharp will be at first base, and Elijah Brock at third base. So those are your starting lineups for the game tonight between the Panthers and the Huskies. Huskies come in 6-2 on the year. Panthers are 3-4. Huskies sit in first place in the North Division of the conference, so Panthers have a chance to tie them if they can pick up the win tonight. Both teams will be 4-1 in conference play. So Panthers send their ace to the mound. Henry has been the go-to guy for the Panthers. He's thrown a lot of innings, a lot of strikeouts, so he will start off the game against Logan McFarland, the center fielder, wearing number 4. He shows bunt, gets it down the third base line, foul, so strike one. A new look for the Highland Huskies. They are wearing the blue tops with red letters, kind of like the old throwback Cardinal uniform. That blue, that's the same color of blue if you remember that from past years. Some of those off-color blue, I can't remember the name of the color of blue that they used, but they used to, a lot of the teams implemented those. That's going to be driven out to right field to Spray. One hops in front of him, so a single for McFarland to start the game. So first batter is on base for the Huskies.
Yeah, Highland picked up a new head coach last year, and so a little change of pace for them. Good hitters, going to be an efficient team. I've watched Allen coach those Bulltown teams over in Kelowna, and he definitely is going to bring a lot of experience. He played for Iowa back in the day, but not that that's good, Michael. I don't know about that, but anyway, he knows what he's doing. I'll give him that.
There's a foul ball to the right side. So runner at first is McFarland. Hazlett fouls that one off to the right side. Henry Adam checks the runner. Swing and a miss, strike two. So he is up ahead of Hazlett, 0-2. McFarland still at first, hasn't gotten too far away. So Hazlett 0-2. There goes McFarland. Swing and a miss. Throw down to second is not in time.
Real big jump there.
So stolen base for McFarland puts him at second, but a strikeout for Hazlett. So that's the first out of the inning, first strikeout of the night for the Panthers.
That was a heads-up play there by McFarland. He caught Henry kind of not watching. And so, anyway, he took off. He took advantage.
Fakes the throw to second. McFarland dives in there.
Digging a red ball out of his drawers.
So around the infield for the Panthers is Brock at short, Glick at Brock at third, Glick at short, Comstock at second, and Smith at first. Smith? Who's Smith?
I don't know who Smith is.
Who's Smith? Sammy Sharp is at first.
Well, you had the S right.
I had the S right.
Yeah.
Gosh, it almost feels like it's a Monday, but it's a Thursday. I haven't seen you for so long.
I know. But Smith is on the infield, so that was a Freudian slip.
Yep, there we go. He is behind the plate. Just a bit high. 1-1 to Landon Rawling, the opposing pitcher. Comes in batting .316 on the year. And he's going to try and steal third, and that's going to be thrown into center or into left field. And no throw, so an error results in the first run of the game for the Huskies. They steal a run. Good throw by Riley. Would have had him, I think. He didn't have a good jump, but a stolen base and an error will bring home the leadoff hitter. So 2-1.
Yeah, I think it kind of surprised Riley that he was going to try to steal third. He had him dead to rights, but just a little wide right.
That one misses high, so we are 3-1 now. Swing and a miss, strike two, so we got a full count now to Rawling. That one's fouled back, so he stays alive. We got one out here in the top of the first. Huskies jump out early, 1-0. McFarland has a single, steals second, and as he's stealing third, the ball is thrown to the left field, so he comes around to score. Strike three called, and that'll be the second strikeout of the inning for Henry Adam. That will bring up Riker Miller, the left fielder. So Miller stands with his foot on the back chalk line. Where's number one? Swing and a miss behind that one on the first pitch. Henry gets ahead of him there. Henry's seen this all too often. Unearned runs come around to score. Swing and a miss, strike two.
Yeah, he's been on the receiving end of some of these plays that have resulted in some scored runs against the Panthers.
That's going to be in there for a hit. Breaking ball, and Miller just put his bat on the ball and comes up with a single. Went between Comstock and Sharp. Nothing either one of them could do. That was one of those you kind of wish Henry had stuck with the fastball because Miller wasn't even close to the fastball, and he changes up and goes with the breaking ball, and Miller just slaps it through. So good job by Miller to pick up the base hit. Caleb Wheeler at the plate. He's batting .200 on the season. Takes one high for a ball, so 1-0.
Yeah, you kind of like them to prove themselves a little bit that they can catch up with that fastball. And in that situation, we slowed it down enough, he could catch up with it.
We threw a changeup, and he still hit it to the right side of the field, so he was having a hard time catching up with it. So Henry works from the stretch. Swing and a miss on a fastball. Wheeler bats .200 on the season. In the outfield, we got Latcham in left, Will Adam in center, and Brogan Spray in right tonight for the Panthers. There goes the runner. Swing and a miss. Throw down to second is going to be not in time. Comstock dropped the ball on the tag, so it's a stolen base from Miller. So runner in scoring position. 1-2 is the count. See if Henry can take Wheeler on his own and get out of this without any more damage. There he goes, a high fastball, blows it right past him, so there's another strikeout. But not before the Huskies put a run on the board. They had 2 hits. There was 1 error, 1 man left. So we will move to the top of the first. It'll be Glick, Adam, and Comstock coming to the plate for the Panthers on your home for Panther Baseball, Classic Rock 101.5 KISS FM and the Temo Radio Group YouTube channel.
Nutrient Ag Solutions Hedrick is your trusted partner in optimizing your agricultural operations. We streamline decisions and solutions to deliver exceptional results tailored to your needs. With a comprehensive range of services, we empower you to achieve success on every acre. Our expert team, led by me, Jason, offers customized approaches for your unique challenges. Nutrient Ag Solutions of Hedrick, your common ground partner in growth. Call me Jason today and learn more.
This is Dr. Michael Comstock from Comstock Family Chiropractic in Hedrick, welcoming you to another Pekin Panther baseball season. Our office specializes in care for your entire family. As we move into these summer months, just a friendly reminder that it's time to call and schedule your sports physicals for the upcoming school year. Call and schedule your appointment today, 641-653-2311. That's 641-653-2311. Comstock Family Chiropractic, proud supporters of the Pekin Panthers.
You're watching the Pekin Panthers on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
Welcome back, Panther fans. We move to the bottom of the first. Panthers trail 1-0 here early on as the Huskies got their leadoff batter on. Logan McFarland stole second, and on his steal of third, the throw was thrown into into left field. So early on, the Huskies come up with a play, and they are up 1-0. So it'll be Glick, Adam, and Comstock coming to the plate for the Panthers. Nolan Glick, Jr. steps in. He's at shortstop tonight. Landon Rawling, right-handed pitcher. The first pitch is going to be popped up on the middle infield. Shortstop Seibel calls it and makes the play. So 1 pitch, 1 out. So Nolan aggressive there at the plate. Pops up the first pitch he sees. So that will bring up Will Adam for the Panthers. Rawling, a tall right-handed pitcher for the Huskies. That one misses high for a ball. The 1-0 pitch. It's going to be chopped right to Coach Lyman over at first base. So 1-1 count to Will. Good piece of that one. Hit it hard, but right foul. So 1-1. Will wears number 9 for the Panthers. Slow breaking ball. He fouls that one back to the fence. Will's batting 190 on the season. So 1-2. Will stands in. Lines that one right to the shortstop. 2-hop, backhand, across the diamond, and gets him. So Will Adams out 6-3. Hopefully he didn't tweak his ankle. He kind of tripped as he went over the base. So 2 up, 2 down for the Huskies. That will bring up Comstock. He's batting .240 on the year. The junior wears number 1. He's at second base tonight for the Panthers. Takes a ball. 1-0. On deck is Henry Adam. That one misses, so 2-0 to Comstock. Comstock batting .240 on the year, but on-base percentage of .519. That one's going to be driven out to center field. It looks like it's going to hang up for McFarland, and it will. So 3 up, 3 down. Good contact by Comstock, but it's a fly out to center. So Panthers go 1-2-3 in the first. Not what they were looking for to try and answer that 1 run. We will move to the top of the second. It will be Seibel, Smith, and Hartzler coming to the plate for the Huskies. We'll take a break and be back on Classic Rock 101.5 KISS FM and the Atomo Radio Group YouTube channel.
Keokuk County Hospital and Clinics is excited to announce that Jenna Hunter, ARNP with Ottumwa Wound Clinic, will be providing services at our specialty clinic. Jenna will work closely with your healthcare provider to build a treatment plan that is focused on each individual patient to reach the best outcome. For a list of services Jenna will be offering, visit us at keokukhealth.com. To schedule an appointment, call 641-684-8448. Again, that's 641-684-8448.
Call. I got a pair of clogged toilets.
2 pair, dripping faucets, and leaking pipes.
Full house, boys. Flooded basement, ruined water heater, and a wild card, broken sump pump.
Gentlemen, whatever your plumbing issue may be, call Roto-Rooter on Gateway Drive in Ottumwa. The drain cleaning and plumbing experts, residential and commercial, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Oh, and one more thing. A royal flush always beats a full house.
That's a bunch of crap.
You're watching the Pekin Panthers on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Highland Huskies on top of the Pekin Panthers tonight down here at Pekin. 1-0. Hunter Seibel comes to the plate. .250 batting average on the season for Hunter. He's their shortstop. Henry Adam on the pitcher's mound, and Seibel hit it right back to him, and line drive. That'll be a line out for out number 1 to Henry. So good way to start the inning. First pitch, out number 1. Up to bat for the Huskies, Preston Smith. He's hitting 105. He's a 7-hole hitter. First pitch comes in, strike. Michael just scared the ever-living bejesus out of Lauren here. I love it. Second pitch, strike 2. So we got an 0-2 count. Quick 0-2 count. that was good. Good job, Michael. I love it.
Just trying to give her an update, and I scared the bejeebies out.
Yeah. So we got a 1-2 count now on Smith. Preston Smith, he's our first baseman for the Huskies. Here's the pitch. And that comes in there. He got caught looking. That'll be out number 2. So Henry making quick work at the lower part of the order. Up to bat now is the DH, Noah Heitzler. There's a swing and a miss for strike 1.
So he must be batting for Bell, because Beeson is on deck.
0-0 is on deck. There's a swing and a miss for a quick 0-2 count. And there's a pop-up, and that one's going to be out of play. So we got to fix our books here a little bit. But Noah Heitzler in the 8-hole here for Dawson Bell. There's a swing and a miss on a really high fastball. And that'll be out number 3. So 3 up and 3 down. That was a quick one for the Panthers. We'll be headed to the top or to the bottom half of the second inning here. You're listening to Pekin Panther Baseball on Classic Rock 101.5 KISS FM and the Ottumwa Radio Group YouTube channel.
Congratulations to the Pekin High School class of 2025. You shown what it means to lead with pride, passion, and perseverance, and your future is bright. As we celebrate our seniors, we invite the entire community to come and see what makes Pekin High School so special. From championship teams to inspiring student achievements, there's always something to cheer for. Join us this summer and experience the excellence of Pekin High School, where we empower all students to excel, innovate, and lead. Go Panthers!
This is Dr. Michael Comstock from Comstock Family Chiropractic in Hedrick, welcoming you to another Pekin Panther baseball season. Our office specializes in care for your entire family. As we move into these summer months, just a friendly reminder that it's time to call and schedule your sports physicals for the upcoming school year. Call and schedule your appointment today, 641-653-2311. That's 641-653-2311. Comstock Family Chiropractic, proud supporters of the Pekin Panthers.
You're watching the Pekin Panthers on the Atoma Radio Group Sports Network.
Henry Adam up to bat for the Panthers. Henry comes in. The Panthers behind 1-0. Behind Highland here. There's the first ball in the dirt to Henry for a 1-0 count. Panthers trying to get one back here in the bottom half of the second. Did not score in the first. Highland put one on the board on an error. There's a swing, and Henry hits one deep, and that's going to go over the left fielder's head. So Henry will be headed to second base, and he'll have a stand-up double. That'll help that slugging percentage. So Henry moves over to second. So now the Panthers with one in scoring position. Number 22. One of two seniors on this team. We've said that all season long. Brent Latcham in the 5-hole. So we'll see if we can't get Henry moved around the field here. Try to get him home. Brant waits for the pitch. He squares away to bunt. That one's in the dirt. That's going to go back to the backstop. So that moves Henry up to third. So on the wild pitch, that'll move Henry Adam to third.
I was just about to say we've seen Brant square around quite a bit this year, so it wouldn't be surprising that he did on the first pitch.
We have.
But we got tie and run 90 feet from home now.
Brant steps in, waits for the pitch. That one comes in for a strike. So a 1-1 count on Brant Latcham. Brant playing left field tonight for the Panthers. Cal Miller on deck. DHing for Brogan Spray. Panthers with one on third here. Henry Adam over on third base. Brant Latcham waits for the pitch. There's a swing, and he hits the ball right to the third baseman and gets through the third baseman, and they got him at first, but that scores a run. So the ball went through the third baseman, and the shortstop picked it up and fired it over to first for the out, but not before Henry Adams scored. So we're all tied up now. Cal Miller comes to the plate. Cal waits for the pitch. There's a swing and a foul back out of play. 4 strike 1. Double zero, Cal Miller, the junior. That went in the dirt for a 1-1 count. So the Panthers now tied with Highland with one out here in the bottom half of the second. Double zero. There's a swing and a miss for a 1-2 count now on Cal. Riley Smith, the catcher, is on deck. Rawling on the mound for the Huskies. There's the pitch, and that hits Cal, so he'll be on. So another base runner here for the Panthers. Riley Smith looking to work Cal around. Landon Rawling.
Just had a softball come rattle up here by us.
Good thing we got a roof over our heads. So Sam Sharp, number 38, on deck for the Panthers. Riley looking to move Cal around. He squares away to bunt and fouls it back for strike 1. So the Panthers scored a run quick here in the second to tie the game 1-1. If you're just joining us, it's 1-1. Huskies scored one in the first on an error, and the Panthers have picked one up in the second. There's a throw back to first by Rawling, and Miller makes it in there quite easily. Riley Smith, the catcher, as usual, for the Panthers tonight. Riley steps in. Here's the pitch. There's a swing, and he gets it right off the end of the bat. And throw over from second to first is the out, but that moves Cal Miller up to second. So Riley Smith out on the fielder's choice for out number 2. Sam Sharp, left-handed batter for the Panthers, comes to the plate. So he's got one in scoring position. The Panthers looking to put another one on the board tonight in the second. Elijah Brock on deck for the Panthers. Here's the pitch. That one comes right down the middle for strike one. Sam Sharp hitting .290 on the season, playing first base tonight. Sam waits for the pitch. There's a swing and a miss for an 0-2 count. So Cal Miller stands on second for the Panthers. Sammy trying to work him around. Pitch by Rawlings. That one a little inside for a 1-2 count. Landon Rawling for the Huskies on the mound. Right-handed pitcher. That one right down the middle. That'll be strike 3. So Sam got caught looking there. And that'll move us to the top half of the third, but not before the Panthers put one on the board, left one stranded, and we're tied 1-1 here going into the top half of the third. You're listening to Pekin Panther Baseball on Classic Rock 101.5, KISS FM, and the Ottumwa Radio Group YouTube channel.
Nutrient Ag Solutions Hedrick is your trusted partner in optimizing your agricultural operations. We streamline decisions and solutions to deliver exceptional results tailored to your needs. With a comprehensive range of services, we empower you to achieve success on every acre. Our expert team, led by me, Jason, offers customized approaches for your unique challenges. Nutrient Ag Solutions of Hedrick, your common ground partner in growth. Call me Jason today and learn more.
This is Jeremy with Cranston Family Funeral Home. I want to take a moment and say thank you, not for choosing our funeral home, although we're deeply honored when you do, but for showing up for your neighbors, for supporting small businesses, for standing in line at visitations and hugging people you maybe haven't seen in years. That is what makes our communities feel like home. At Cranston Family Funeral Home, we don't believe in flashy promises. We believe in showing up quietly, respectfully, and doing the work that matters when it matters most. So from our family to yours, thank you. We see you, we are grateful for you, and we'll be here when you need us.
You're watching the Pekin Panthers on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Welcome back, Panther fans. Michael Comstock, Tony Latcham, and Lauren Sylvester coming to you from Pekin High School. We are in the top of the third inning. It will be Beeson, McFarland, and Hazlett coming to the plate for the Huskies. Strike one to Beeson. Henry Adam on the mound for his third inning of work. Panthers are tied here in the top of the third, 1-1. Beeson chops that one down the third base line. Brock makes the play, goes across the diamond, and gets him. So 5-3 on the putout of the number 9 hitter, Garrett Beeson. So first out of the inning for the Panthers. That will bring up the leadoff hitter, Logan McFarland. He singled and came around to score in the first. He scored the one run for the Huskies. He stole second base, and as he was stealing third, the ball was thrown over the head of Brock at third and resulted in the run coming around on the air. He bunts that one foul. That was clear up over his head.
Yeah.
And
he took a stab at it anyway.
So Brock will be in on the grass now. He showed that last time. He attempted a bunt on the first pitch and then swung away on the second. There's a breaking ball. He swings over the top of that one, way out in front of that one. So 0-2 now. I like that breaking ball much better than the one that he threw earlier that gave up the hit. Get McFarland, who's a very good hitter, out in front. So, goodness, he's barely on the grip. He's choked up so high. And he just slaps that one foul. So, he's not going to be looking for a power hit with him choked up like that. He's just trying to put it in play, use his speed to get on base. Good spot there. Trying to go high and get him to chase one.
Real good thought there by Henry and Riley. Get one up and away. Try to get him to chase.
So we got one out here in the third inning. That one's just a bit high. So 2-2 now. McFarland's been playing a long time for this Huskies team. 2-2. And that one misses high as well, so now he's worked the full count. Riley will have to get Henry to bring it down just a little bit. That's 3 in a row that have missed high. And he draws the walk, so good at bat for McFarland. And he's going to be looking to steal. He already did in the first inning, so that will bring up Bryce Hazlett, the second baseman. He's batting .211. He was a strikeout victim in the first. So we'll see if Henry keeps him close to over at first. One out here in the inning. He's going to throw over. McFarland back easily on the play. Just joining us, we're in the third inning. The Huskies scored 1 in the top of the first. The Panthers scored in the second. Throw down to second is going to be must not have made the tag.
Yeah,
the ball beat the Comstock had the ball, it beat him, but it was a swim tag by McFarland. He must have avoided the tag, the umpire says, so he'll be at second. And he's going again with no steal. Henry didn't even look that time, so Henry not paying attention. McFarland's at third with one out. 2-0 on Hazlett. Swing and a miss. That's going to go to the fence, and that's going to bring McFarland home to score. So he's going to score twice in the ball game. So that was not what the Panthers were looking for on that one. The fastball got away from Riley, and that brings him the second run of the game. McFarland has scored twice. He stole second, and then he stole third. Looked like they were going to get him out at second, but he had a really good slide to avoid the tag. Stole third without Henry paying attention, and then came home on the wild pitch. So 2 unearned runs in the game so far for the Huskies, and they lead 2-1. Swing and a miss. We got a full count now on the second baseman, Hazlett. Rawling on deck. And there's a walk, so 2 walks in a row for the Huskies. We haven't seen that out of Henry this year. He's been pretty good with his control, but he's got 2 walks on the night to go along with 5 strikeouts. That will bring up the pitcher, Landon Rawling, who was a strikeout victim in the first. Look for Hazlett to be on the run. Huskies have been very aggressive on the base paths. So see if maybe Henry can pull one of his better pickoff moves and maybe catch Hazlett leaning the wrong direction over at first base. He's got a big lead over at first already. Not going anywhere. That's going to be fouled off for strike 1. So Panthers trail 2-0. McFarland has scored both runs for the Huskies. There goes the runner. There's a strike. Throw down to second is not going to be in time. Short hops Nolan out there, so another stolen base for the Huskies. 0-2 on Rawling. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stolen bases on the night already for the Huskies. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So Rawling goes down swinging for the second out of the inning. Strikeout number 6 for Henry. Riker Miller at the plate. He had a single in his first at bat. Put it through the hole between first and second. He had an 0-2 count and just knocked it out there. Comstock holds the runner. He's going to have the long ways to go to get back to the hole. That one's fouled straight back by Miller. He bats .235 on the season. Can see how this Husky team scores with such a low batting average. They're so aggressive on the base pass. They come in with a team batting average of swing and a miss, strike 2. Team batting average is .250 on the season. So Miller's 0-2. Let's see if Henry heats it up with the fastball. Not goes with the off-speed pitch this time. And he does. This one's driven deep to left field. Brant Latcham's on the run. Going to be foul, out of play. So 0-2 to Miller.
Come back with some heat here.
So 0-2, 2 outs here. They've put a run on the board. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So Henry gets out of it with not any more damage. So we got another run. We got 1 run on no hits. There was no men left. 1 man left and 1 error on the Panthers. So we will move to the bottom of the 3rd inning. It'll be Brock, Glick, and Adam coming to the plate for the Panthers. We'll be back on Classic Rock 101.5 KISS FM and the Atomo Radio Group YouTube channel.
At Jefferson County Health Center, care is more than a service. It's a commitment. Our nurses, doctors, and staff go beyond treatment to provide comfort, compassion, and connection. We care because you matter. Visit jeffersoncountyhealthcenter.org to discover the difference.
Jefferson County Health Center, care you can count on. It's what we do.
You work hard to build the life you want. Your internet should do the same for you. Get all of your telecommunications needs from Lisco, including the most competitive pricing and highest quality data services. Every home, every business, every step of the way. Serving you from right here in your local hometown communities. Call me, Samantha Knoll, your Lisco sales and account manager for all of your telecommunications needs. 641-209-5400. That's 209-5400, or visit us at lisco.com.
Welcome back, Panther fans. Michael Comstock, Tony Latcham, and Lauren Sylvester at the computer for the Panthers, trailing 2-1 to the Highland Huskies. It'll be Brock, Glick, and Adam coming to the plate for the Panthers here in the 3rd. They trail 2-1. So Elijah Brock, the number 9 hitter, drives this one out to right field. The right fielder's going back. That's going to be over his head. So it's going to one hop and over the fence. So it's going to be a ground rule double for Brock. So Brock has a leadoff ground rule double. Good start to the inning for the Panthers.
First pitch, just a blast out to right field. Went opposite field for Elijah. One hopped it. That ground's hard out there, too. But one hopped it right over the fence. That fence is about, 7 foot tall, maybe?
Yep, and just hopped right over. So runner at second. Good start. That will bring up the leadoff hitter, Nolan Glick. He flew out to start the ball game to the shortstop, popped it straight up in the air. So runner at second is Brock. Rawling checks him. Glick's going to pop this one up on the infield again, gets him on the handle, and same thing, pop out to the shortstop. So 2 pop outs to short for Glick. That brings up Will Adam. So Adam at the plate for the Panthers. He grounded out to the shortstop in the 1st. Brock out at second. That one's going to be in the dirt. Nice stop by the catcher that time. Will showed bunt on that one, but pulled it back. So 1-0 to the senior. Will Adam comes in batting 190 on the season. Comstock on deck for the Panthers. He bunts it down the third base line, and it's going to go foul.
Man, it hit that grass and just came right back into foul territory. That thing was going fair. Hit that edge.
Hit right on the lip of that grass, and it shot it straight left. We'll see. Third baseman still playing even at the base, so there's a chance that Will still could lay that bunt down if he wants to. So 1-1 count. One out here in the bottom of the third. Panthers trail 2-1. Rollin on the mound for his third inning of work. That one misses high. 2-1. That was an off-speed pitch to Will that time. Panthers have 2 hits on the night, both doubles, both by the sophomores, Elijah Brock and Henry Adam. Will's going to show bunt, pulls it back, and swings and fouls it straight back. So 2-2 now. So Brock still at second after that leadoff double. Panthers haven't been aggressive trying to steal him to third. I thought maybe they would try and get him over there to third. So far, he hasn't moved. Still out. That was going to be fouled right towards the Panther dugout. Right past Comstock in the on-deck circle. So 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. One out here in the bottom of the third. Panthers trail 2-1. Breaking ball misses low and away. So full count now. Good eye that time by Will. Follow that breaking ball into the dirt. Nice play by Beeson to keep it in front of him, not allow Brock to move up. Swing and a miss, so Adam goes down for the second out of the inning. So that brings up Comstock. They need the junior to come up with a hit here. They don't want to leave that runner out there at second base.
Need to get one back here in the third. 2-1 Huskies.
Brock still at second. He's there from the first pitch of the inning. Comstock's going to drive him in. There's going to be a single out to right center field, so that'll bring in a run. So the junior comes through with a hit. Panthers will tie it at 2. So RBI single for Comstock.
Well, we've seen Carson hit that ball into that area, into that gap, kind of just off to the left of the center fielder and get it on the ground quick. Nothing in the air. Good job there by Carson. That ball a little inside on Henry Adam for a 1-0 count.
Sorry, I'm trying to figure out the scoreboard here.
We got you. We got you. Lauren escaped on us.
Lauren had to check out for just a second, so I'm hunting for buttons here. I gave Highland the point. That misses inside.
That went high and upstairs.
2-0 to Henry Adam, who doubled. Comstock out at first. Third hit of the night for the Panthers. Henry fouls that one back, so 2-1 count. To the sophomore pitcher for the Panthers. Henry wears number 3. So Comstock over at first. Came up with a big RBI single to bring in Brock from second with 2 outs. Off-speed pitch fouled off, so 2-2 now to Henry Adam. We're tied at 2 in the bottom of the third.
Henry with a little hole in his britches back there. This is the time of season where you start seeing that. Pants are a little thin.
And he stays alive, fouls that one back. They're out of baseballs. Didn't think we'd had that many fouled off, but maybe they haven't been bringing them back in, so Rawling out there on the mound. 2-2 on Henry. Twos are wild. Scores 2-2. We're 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. A lot of twos up there on the scoreboard. Henry drives this one to center, and it's going to fall in front of the center fielder. So Henry 2 for 2 on the night. Just got down in front of the center fielder, McFarland. I thought maybe he was going to try and dive, but he decided to keep it in front of him, which is probably a good decision. So it'll be Comstock at second now. Henry Adam at first. That brings up Brant Latcham. The senior had an RBI. That's going to be driven into left field, and it's in there for a hit. They're going to send Carson. Here comes the throw. It's going to be not in time. He gets under the slot, under the tag, so Comstock comes around from second to score. So Latcham's got his second RBI of the game to give the Panthers a 3-2 lead.
Carson was giving it all he got to get down that line and started his slide a little early. I wasn't sure he was going to make home plate, but he tried to get down as quickly as he could, and he made it. So it was close, though. That was very close.
So Henry Adam moves up to third. So runners at the corners for Panthers. 2 outs here in the third inning. Panthers lead 3-2 on the RBI single by Latcham. It's a big inning for the Panthers so far. Looking to make it more. Cal Miller at the plate. See if they send Latcham. Not going anywhere on the first one. That misses high for a ball. One 1-0 to Miller. First and third for the Panthers. 3-2 lead, bottom of the third. That misses inside, so 2-0 to the junior Miller. The senior came through with a big hit there to bring in another run. Give the Panthers their first lead of the night. 3-2 in the third. Rawlings still on the mound. Miller way out in front of that one. Big cut for Cal that time. He was trying to add himself to the home run total on the season with that one. That was a big cut on that 2-0 pitch. So Henry Adam at third, Brant Latcham over at first. That one's in the dirt. Latcham's going to move up to second. So that will be runners at second and third now for the Panthers. Single will score 2 now. So 3-1 to Miller. Swing and a miss on a high fastball, so we got a full count. So runners will be, well, nope, we won't be going anywhere because nobody on first. So runners will be paying attention, not going anywhere. So full count.
We hope so anyway.
Ooh, fouls that one off.
Got him.
That
got
one.
That catcher.
That got Beeson. That was a tough one. I don't know if it hit like right on, maybe on the hip bone almost.
It definitely was not his chest protector that it hit. It hit him. I think you're right. It might have got him right on the hip bone, and you could hear that contact. So he's going to try to gather himself.
Yeah, looks like he's holding like almost a rib there down low. He's going to take the helmet off. So let's take a break here, Lauren, real quick. Just take we'll take one commercial here, and we'll be back on Classic Rock 101.5 KISS FM.
Nutrient Ag Solutions Hedrick is your trusted partner in optimizing your agricultural operations. We streamline decisions and solutions to deliver exceptional results tailored to your needs. With a comprehensive range of services, we empower you to achieve success on every acre. Our expert team, led by me, Jason, offers customized approaches for your unique challenges. Nutrient Ag Solutions of Hedrick, your common ground partner in growth. Call me Jason today and learn more.
At Smithburg Automotive, driving adventures allow you to explore comfortably, safely, and in every aspect of your summer vacation. Smithburg Automotive in Fairfield. Schedule your vehicle's trip check today. Call 641-472-2454, 641-472-2454.
Smithburg Automotive in Fairfield. Get your trip check scheduled today. Call 641-472-2454. That's 641-472-2454. You're watching the Pekin Panthers on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
We're back, Panther fans. They gave the catcher Beeson a little time to get himself back together there. Looks like he was holding maybe like his lower part of his ribs or that, like I said, the top of the hip bone on that front side. So full count to Miller. He hits that one down the third base line. One hop goes across the diamond, and it gets away from him. So that's going to bring in a run, and Latcham's going to stay at third. So good hustle by Cal Miller. He'll reach on the error, but that is enough to bring in Henry Adam. So Henry comes in to score. Cal Miller will be on second. He moved up to second on the error. So Latcham will be at third, and Miller will be at second. Henry Adam comes in to score. So Panthers lead 4-2 here in the third inning.
Probably
so Riley Smith comes in.
Good coaching decision there by linemen to hold Latcham on that errant throw.
Misses high and inside to Riley.
We've seen a few times this year where we try to take that chance and kind of backfires on us. We want to keep this thing going. We got 2 runners on, 2 outs, so we don't want to give them an easy out to get out of the inning. We want to keep this thing going.
So the runners at second and third still. Swing and a miss for Riley, 1-1. Sam Sharp on deck for the Panthers. Now it's be chopped down to Coach Lyman. Shows some nice hands down there. 1-2. Still runners at second, third. Long inning for Rawling on the mound. Panthers have done a nice job making contact. Will Adams struck out. Actually, this has all come with 2 outs here in this inning. Comstock came up with a 2-out hit, and then the Panthers have scored 2 more runs since then. Breaking ball misses. Good job by Riley holding on that one.
Really feel like the Panthers are kind of in control of this ball game, and we need to put more on while we have the chance here. We don't want to give them any opportunities to jump ahead of us.
So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs to the number 2. And that was we popped up and over us. And
somebody said, oh.
Hopefully everybody's okay back there.
Hey, yell 4.
We don't see too many come over our heads from the baseball diamond. We get more coming over our heads from the softball diamond. So
a lot of the foul balls on the baseball side go to the parking lot.
Yes. So 2-2. Swing and a miss, and Smith goes down, but not before the Panthers put 3 runs on the board. There's 3 runs on 1, 2, 3, 4 Panther hits. There was 1 error, and there's 2 men left on. So we will go to the top of the fourth. It will be Wheeler, Seibel, and Smith coming to the plate. We'll be back on your home for Panther Baseball, Classic Rock 101.5 KISS FM, and the Atomo Radio Group YouTube channel.
Peyton here with Packwood Locker and Meats. Call now for availability on beef, hog, and lamb slaughter for 2024 through 25. Here at Packwood Locker, we have all the meats and accessories from cheeses to sauces for all your grilling gatherings. Fall's right around the corner, and before the snow flies, it's time to stock up on one of our full bundle meat package specials. Whether you're cooking for your family or hosting a party, contact Packwood Locker and Meats or order online at packwoodlockerandmeats.com. You can't beat my meat, and I dare you to try.
Congratulations to the Pekin High School class of 2025. You've shown what it means to lead with pride, passion, and perseverance, and your future is bright. As we celebrate our seniors, we invite the entire community to come and see what makes Pekin High School so special. From championship teams to inspiring student achievements, there's always something to cheer for. Join us this summer and experience the excellence of Pekin High School, where we empower all students to excel, innovate, and lead. Go Panthers!
You're watching the Pekin Panthers on the Atoma Radio Group Sports Network.
Pekin Panthers on top, 4-2. Going in the top half of the fourth inning. Caleb Wheeler coming to bat for the Highland Huskies. Henry Adams still on the mound for the Panthers. Henry with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 strikes, 6, 7 strikeouts on the game. That's just in 3 innings of work. So we'll see what Henry has on tap for this inning. For your Panthers, Elijah Brock on third base in the infield, and Nolan Glick at short. Carson Comstock over there at second. First pitch strike there for Henry Adam. And Sam Sharp over there on first. Riley Smith, of course, is catching. He's the battery mate. That comes in a little low for a 1-1 count for Henry Adam. In the outfield, Brant Latcham over at left. Will Adam at center, and Brogan Spray playing right field tonight. There's a swing, and that's going to go right to center field to Will Adam. And, he came in, and it went over his head. Should have been a ball, maybe been caught. That'll be a stand-up double, and he's going to push it for 3. Nolan Glick puts it in there, and, the ball got away from Elijah Brock. So an errant throw there by Nolan Glick. Should have been an easy out at third. He was stretching that hit into a triple and got it done on the air. So stand-up double for Wheeler. But first Will came in, took about 2 or 3 steps in and realized that ball was hot off the bat and went over his head and got to the fence. So leadoff hitter Caleb Wheeler just hitting 200 on the season. There's another hit. That'll go to second base, and Carson Comstock makes an errant throw to first, so that'll score a run. So that'll be an error on Carson, and that will put Hunter Seibel on first. I didn't even get a chance to say his name. First pitch, he hit out there to second base. And so now the Huskies 4-3.
Not what you want to do after you go out and lead, and then there should be 2 outs and nobody on, and they got him picked off, and then they throw it away again. So the Panthers are just not playing very well, and then the throw to third is not going to be in play.
Seibel moves up to third.
Error on Sharp on the throw. Henry had him picked off, and the throw to shortstop was not anywhere close, and they move up to third, and Coach Latcham's going to come out and
I think we're going to have a little talking
to. He might have a few words to say when he gets out here. So we'll take a quick break and be back on Classic Rock 101.5 KISS FM.
From backyard barbecues to late getaways, summer is all about making memories. At Pilot Grove Savings Bank, we make it easy to enjoy the season with stress-free banking that fits your lifestyle. Mobile banking on the go? Check. Easy loan options for home upgrades or vacations? Check. Friendly local service you can count on? Always. Make the most of your summer. Bank with Pilot Grove Savings Bank. Visit us at pilotgrovesavingsbank.com or stop by any of our 17 locations. Pilot Grove Savings Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Yeah, the Panthers, the wheels have somewhat come off, but nothing to worry about here too much. But the Huskies, there's a swing and a miss by Preston Smith. He comes to the plate. He is their 7-hole hitter for strike 1. So Latcham came out, Coach Latcham that is, came out on the mound and tried to settle down these Panthers a little bit. There's a Smith squares away to bunt, and we got Hunter Seibel over there on third. He's just daring Riley Smith throw the ball down to third. He's seen a lot of balls get past these stolen bases and get past our infielders, and he's just trying to get him to throw it. There's a swing, and that one's going to be a short hop, and that ball is going to be thrown by... And he got him. Okay, so what happened there was The ball was hit real shallow. Henry Adam fielded the ball, and at third, we got him in a rundown. Seibel, Riley Smith fired it down to third. Nolan Glick filled in on that and just barely tagged out Seibel. He about slid around the tag, so that'll be out number 1. Wow.
And moved
what
up
a turn of events.
Moved up to second on the play, too. So.
Yeah, so Smith moves up to second. So that would have been a base hit by Smith. He makes it on. And so we have Hartzell coming in as the DH for the Huskies. And he takes, we got an 0-2 count on Hartzell? Or no, there's a fly ball, and that's going to go to left field. Latcham comes in, makes the catch from left, and gets the ball in. So that'll be out number 2. Hartzell flies out to left. And the Huskies have scored 1 run here. They have 1 in scoring position. That's Preston Smith on second. And that brings Garrett Beeson to the plate, their catcher. Beeson, there's a swing and a foul back out of play. Beeson was the victim of a 5-3 putout in the third. So no 1 count on Beeson. So kind of a comedy of errors this inning. There's a breaking ball comes in for an 0-2 count on Beeson. Comedy of errors this inning for the Panthers, but luckily have only given up 1 run so far. Henry Adam comes set on the mound for the Panthers. There's a high fastball. Didn't get him to chase there for a 1-2 count.
Henry didn't check the runner that time at all, so.
Henry didn't check that time either, but the runner stays put. That one a little high and outside for a 2-2 count.
Henry's trying to get this third out, trying to get a strikeout here, and not really paying attention over at second.
He's dialed in on that batter, and there's a swing and a miss.
And they say he swings.
He swung. That's a strikeout. Riley's going to have to get it down to first, and he does. So that'll complete the strikeout on Beeson. Beeson did not realize that that was going to be a strike call, so he took that check swing. That's out number 3. So Panthers keep that run that was on from scoring. Got fortunate to get out of that one in the top half of the 4th, but not before the Huskies put 1 run on the board. 4-3 Panthers. We're going to move to the bottom half of the 4th inning. You're listening to Pekin Panther Baseball on Classic Rock 101.5 KISS FM and the Ottumwa Radio Group YouTube page.
This is Dr. Michael Comstock from Comstock Family Chiropractic in Hedrick, welcoming you to another Pekin Panther baseball season. Our office specializes in care for your entire family. As we move into these summer months, just a friendly reminder that it's time to call and schedule your sports physicals for the upcoming school year. Call and schedule your appointment today, 641-653-2311. That's 641-653-2311. Comstock Family Chiropractic, proud supporters of the Pekin Panthers.
Nutrient Ag Solutions Hedrick is your trusted partner in optimizing your agricultural operations. We streamline decisions and solutions to deliver exceptional results tailored to your needs. With a comprehensive range of services, we empower you to achieve success on every acre. Our expert team, led by me, Jason, offers customized approaches for your unique challenges. Nutrient Ag Solutions of Hedrick, your common ground partner in growth. Call me Jason today and learn more.
You're watching the Pekin Panthers on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
We're back, Panther fans. Michael Comstock, Tony Latcham, and Lauren Sylvester. We've got a pitching change. Go ahead, Tony.
Yeah, we got Preston Smith on the mound for the Huskies here in the 4th. Sam Sharp is coming up to bat for the Panthers. They're going to give Smith a couple extra pitches here, and so that'll give us time to go through some sponsors.
I want to thank Comstock Family Chiropractic, Nutrient Ag Solutions of Hedrick, the Pekin Community School District, Cranston Family Funeral Home, Jefferson County Health Center, Lisco, Smithburg Automotive, Packwood Locker, Pilot Grove Savings Bank, Keokuk County Health Center, and Roto-Rooter. Thank you for your sponsorship of Panther Athletics.
Sam steps in, left-handed batter for the Panthers. He waits for the pitch. That come in a little bit high for ball 1.
So Smith has appeared in one game, went an inning and 2/3, gave up 2 earned runs. So
Sam Sharp fouls one back for a 1-1 count.
Panthers are going to have to be a little more patient. It's not coming in with much speed this time, so you're going to have to stay back and stay patient and wait on it.
Panthers up 4-3 this inning. Start the inning. That one's going to be in the dirt for a 2-1 count.
Smith, a sophomore for the Huskies.
Elijah Brock on deck for the Panthers. That one comes in. Sam waited a little too long. 2-2 count for Sam Sharp.
So it's just a swap of positions because Rawling goes to first and Smith comes to the mound.
Here's a pitch. There's a swing, and there's a hit. And that'll go to the second baseman, and he bobbles it. That'll be an error on the second baseman, a play that should have been made. So Sam Sharp reaches on the air.
Funny how that happens, isn't it, Tony?
It's kind of catching.
When a team is playing really good, it seems like the other team fields the ball really well, and one team starts making errors, it seems like it just kind of snowballs to the other side. It's funny how baseball is a game that way.
Elijah Brock comes to the plate for the Panthers. Nolan Glick on deck. That one in the dirt for ball one. Nice night here in Pantherville. Pekin to Packwood, although we're not very close to Packwood. We're closer, way closer to Pekin. There's a ball inside and throw back to
I believe he
first by the catcher.
He called it a strike.
It looked inside to me, so 1-1 count on Elijah Brock. Could have fooled me. Maybe I shouldn't get in such a hurry. Watch the umpire. Here's the pitch. That one's definitely a ball for a 2-1 count. No outs, 4-3. Pekin on top. Here in the bottom half of the fourth, Elijah Brock at the plate, number 27 for the Panthers, a sophomore. Here's the pitch. That one outside. So we got a 3-1 count on Elijah. Sam Sharp over on first. Elijah wanting to work him around. Nolan Glick on deck. Will Adam in the hole. Elijah looking to get on here. There's a swing, and there's a pop-up to right center. That's actually going to right. That'll be caught for out number one.
So from what I just saw in right field, if we have a ball hit to right field, we need to be running. Not much of an arm out in right field. So Panthers need to take advantage of that if they can. So,
but he proved he can catch a ball.
Yes, yes.
So
but those are one of those things you got to be paying attention to on the base. You got to see that he doesn't have a very good arm, so you can go after and be aggressive if he has the ball. So
maybe pick up an extra base or two. Nolan Glick at the plate for the Panthers. Takes first pitch, strike one.
Nolan took the first one this time. He's fouled out, or he's popped out on the first two pitches that he's seen on the night. So,
number 18 for the Panthers. He's a junior, coming senior for the Panthers. That went outside for a 1-1 count. So 1 out here. If you're just getting to join us here, Pekin Panthers taking on the Highland Huskies 4-3 right now. The Panthers on top in the bottom half of the fourth. And they're the home team, so they're at bat. That one's going to be a little outside for a 2-1 count. We got Will Adam on deck. Comstock in the hole. Panthers in their black tops, white pants, black piping down the legs. There's a pitch outside to Glick, so 3-1 count again. Had a 3-1 count on Elijah Brock, and Elijah popped one out to right. So Nolan looking to reach for the first time tonight. He's flown out 2 times in a row, and now he's going to reach on a walk. So 2 aboard now for the Panthers. That moves Sam Sharp up to second, Nolan Glick on first, Will Adam, the only other senior on the team besides Latcham, number 9, with the pink batting gloves on tonight.
That's a new look for him, yeah.
That is a new look.
See, we could really use to get Will rolling a little bit. He's kind of struggled lately, so need even a little bleeder somewhere that could get down and can change their whole season.
Whatever to get him on. That ball comes in. First pitch, a little high for ball one. So 1-0 count on Will Adam. 1 out. 4-3 Panthers. 2 on. Looking to move some runners around and try to build this lead. Preston Smith comes set, right-handed pitcher for the Huskies. And there is a bunt right back to the pitcher for Will Adam. That moves the runners up. So that'll be out number 2.
Sacrifice bunt there for Will.
A sack bunt.
It's Sam got caught off the base.
Sam got caught off the base and gotten a run down, so that's out number 3. I totally missed that. I was looking at my scorebook and didn't realize that was going on. So that'll be out number 3 in the inning. That was not what we needed. That was a running mistake there. And so we're gonna go. So we didn't score any runs that inning. And we're going to go to the top half of the fifth now, 5th inning. You're listening to Pekin Panther Baseball on Classic Rock 101.5 KISS FM and the Ottumwa Radio Group YouTube channel.
This is Jeremy with Cranston Family Funeral Home. I want to take a moment and say thank you, not for choosing our funeral home, although we're deeply honored when you do, but for showing up for your neighbors, for supporting small businesses, for standing in line at visitations and hugging people you maybe haven't seen in years. That is what makes our communities feel like home. At Cranston Family Funeral Home, we don't believe in flashy promises. We believe in showing up quietly, respectfully, and doing the work that matters when it matters most. So from our family to yours, thank you. We see you, we are grateful for you, and we'll be here when you need us.
At Jefferson County Health Center, care is more than a service. It's a commitment. Our nurses, doctors, and staff go beyond treatment to provide comfort, compassion, and connection. We care because you matter. Visit jeffersoncountyhealthcenter.org to discover the difference.
Jefferson County Health Center, care you can count on. It's what we do.
Watching the Pekin Panthers on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
We're back, Panther fans. Michael Comstock, Tony Latcham, and Lauren Sylvester coming back to the Panthers. And
Top half of the 5th. We got Caleb Wheeler coming to the plate.
Oh, that looks like McFarland.
That is McFarland.
Yeah, it should be right there.
Yes, that is McFarland.
Popped up
He's
on the right side, and that's going to be in there for a hit. And Spray dives, and the runner is going to be at second. So McFarland, we've seen how aggressive he is on the base pass, and he's got a double to start the inning. And he'll be at third and home before we know it, unless the Panthers can figure something out to get Mr. McFarland out.
This is 101 baseball here to get McFarland off the base paths because he is pushing it. All we got to do, he will steal third. There's no doubt until they put him out. So up to bat for the Huskies, and there is an errant throw on the throwback to second. And now they're saying he can take third. So I don't know exactly what happened there. Evidently balked. So, not sure what the problem was there. We're getting an explanation from the umpire to Pekin coaching staff. Had to have been a balk because the ball, there was no interference on the play, and the field umpire called a balk, and now they're trying to converse. So initially, the field umpire gave McFarland third, called a balk on Henry Adam. So we're getting the explanation of the coaches. We're probably not going to get that. It looks like they're going to stick with their call. McFarland will be on third. So it's a judgment call on the umpire's part. I didn't see it, so I can't argue it either. But Hazlitt at bat. McFarland again finds himself on third. Their first pitch comes in for a strike call. So McFarland again threatening to score. First 2 times he has scored, and he scored on stolen bases. There's a swing, and that's going to be a pop fly to right field. And Logan, or Brogan Spray, lays out for that ball in foul territory. He made a good effort at it, so that'll be an 0-2 count now on Hazlitt. Michael looking at the replay here to see if we can pick out what happened there. We're not real sure.
I still don't know what happened.
Not seeing what happened. I'm sure we'll get the explanation from the coaching staff when the game's over.
There was a little bit of contact between Comstock and McFarland, and that's when he put his hands up in the air. So I don't know if that was what he was calling.
1-2 count here on Hazlitt. Here's the pitch. There's a swing and a foul, so still 1-2 count. Henry battling it out here with Hazlitt. No outs, 4-3. Panthers still on top. We are in the top half of the 5th inning.
I think they called interference on Comstock.
Interference on Comstock on that. There's a pitch by Henry Adam, and he gets him looking. So that'll be a strikeout for Henry Adam, and out number 1. So Landon Rawling comes to the plate for Highland. That ball a little high and away. So 1-0 count on Rawling. McFarland still on third for the Huskies, looking to get home. 3rd time in a row. There's a swing and a miss for a 1-1 count on Rawling. Rawling has been a strikeout victim 2 times in a row this game. There's a strike call on Rawling. He tried to square away to bunt and let it come right across the plate. Did not make a stab at it. That'll be a strike. So a 1-2 count on Rawling. 1 out. McFarland, the lead off this inning, is on. There's a swing and a miss. And Riley picked that ball, and there he comes home. McFarland comes home, and Riley absolutely annihilates McFarland. They had to get him one of these times. He was going to make them prove it, and they did. Riley threw it back to Henry on the mound, and Henry fired it right back on a delayed steal by McFarland and just took McFarland out for out number 3. So it was a strikeout, and then McFarland tried to steal and try to get that run over across the plate. So that is out number 3. No runs scored there. We stranded 1 on. 4-3 Panthers. You're listening to Pekin Panther Baseball on Classic Rock 101.5, KISS FM, and the Ottumwa Radio Group YouTube channel.
You work hard to build the life you want. Your internet should do the same for you. Get all of your telecommunications needs from Lisco, including the most competitive pricing and highest quality data services. Every home, every business, every step of the way. Serving you from right here in your local hometown communities. Call me, Samantha Knoll, your Lisco sales and account manager for all of your telecommunications needs. 641-209-5400. That's 209-5400, or visit us at lisco.com.
Dr. Matt here, looking for complete dental care for your entire family? At Fairfield Dental Clinic in Fairfield, that's exactly what we provide.
Dr. Pat here. We pride ourselves on delivering comprehensive care from routine cleanings to advanced procedures. At Fairfield Dental Clinic, we're committed to creating healthy smiles in a comfortable, caring environment.
We live here, we work here, and we're proud to care for generations of families from Fairfield and the surrounding area. Call today for an appointment. Fairfield Dental Clinic. Complete dental care for your entire family, your neighbors, your dentists, your smile.
You're watching the Pekin Panthers on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
We're back, Panther fans. Pekin Panthers on top, 4-3, coming into the bottom half of the 5th inning. Carson Comstock at the plate. Carson with the base hit the last time up and flew out to center. His first at bat for the Panthers. There's a swing and a miss way out front for Carson on the breaking ball. So a little bit of controversy in that last inning that eventually ended up with McFarland trying to steal from third to home on a delayed steal and got the final out. There Carson just barely gets one, gets down that first base line, and the pitcher, Preston Smith, picks it up and fires it down for the 1-3 putout. So Carson didn't get all of that one. It was almost like kind of a running slap bunt, but didn't work out there. So that'll be out number 1. Henry Adam comes to the plate. Brant Latcham on deck. Preston Smith started in relief for Landon Rawling in the 4th. There's a pitch. That one's going to be outside for a 1-0 count. So not a lot of speed here out of Preston Smith, but he's been effective. Preston looks in. Here's the pitch. The right-handed pitcher. That one comes in a little bit low for a 2-0 count. 4-3. Panthers on top. Lower half of the 5th. There's a swing and a foul by Henry Adam down that third base line, but out of play for a 2-1 count. 1 out. Comstock, a victim of the 1-3 putout to lead off this inning. Henry trying to reach. There's a swing, and that's going to be a pop up to center field. Center fielder gets under it and makes a grab. So that'll be out number 2 in the inning for the Panthers. Looking for a 2-out rally here. Brant Latcham had a base hit in the 3rd. Little blooper over the shortstop. Trying to reach. Cal Miller on deck for the Panthers. Panthers needing some insurance runs here. We're getting late in this contest, and they need some insurance to get the W here. That ball comes in. Called strike at about the chin. Dropped in there. I think it actually dropped in the glove, probably come across the plate in the strike zone. That one a little inside for a 1-1 count.
That looked like a much better pitch than the one before, but maybe it was inside. I don't know.
Preston Smith, 1-1 count on Latcham. Latcham pops one up. That one's going to get down in front of the right fielder. It's kind of in that gap between the right fielder and the center fielder. The center fielder runs over. That'll be a base hit. 2 in a row there by Latcham. Neither one of them could get to it, so a single there, and Cal Miller comes to the plate for the Panthers. So 1 aboard, 2 outs, looking for a 2-out rally. We got Riley Smith on deck for the Panthers. Cal Miller 0-0. Here's the pitch by Smith. Comes in. Didn't look bad, but called a ball.
Must be inside.
A little bit inside on that pitch. Panthers somehow on top in this 4-3. Seems like they're in control, but we've made a bunch of errors in this game again. That one comes in a little bit high for a 2-0 count. Preston Smith on the mound for the Huskies. No matter what, whether it's good baseball or bad baseball, Michael, it seems like we're always in a close contest with this team.
Always a dogfight with the Huskies. It just always is. Doesn't matter.
So Cal waits for the pitch. That one comes in a little high. So we got a 3-0 count now. Smith got himself in a little bit of a hole. Latcham over on first. Not going to test the arm of this catcher. Smith comes set. Here's the pitch. And a strike call there. Looked like a little inside, but a 3-1 count now on Miller. 2 outs, 4-3. Bottom half of the 5th inning. Panthers needing to get another run or two across to take the pressure off. Here's a pitch by Smith. That one swing, and now we're at a full count. That was a foul ball down the third baseline. So Preston Smith battles back here and finds himself at a full count. Latcham gets a lead over on first. Smith does not check the runner. Latcham goes. That one a little high, so that'll be a walk anyhow. So Cal Miller reaches on a walk. Latcham moves up to second. And that brings Riley Smith to the plate. Riley Smith, number 2. He's a catcher tonight for the Panthers. Sam Sharp will be on deck. Riley stands in that right-hand batter's box. Latcham gets his lead. And there's a hit, too. And Latcham jumps over it. And Riley beat the throw to first, so Latcham jumped over that hit that went to the shortstop. And it was kind of a slow runner and gave Riley just enough time. And Riley with some speed puts Cal on second. There was no play there, and Riley makes it. And we got Hudson Deitch coming in to hit in that 7-hole position. So Sam Sharp out of the game now. Hudson Deitch enters in his spot to hit. So the bases are juiced now. This 2-out rally that I've been talking about, I think this is a chance for the Panthers to move a couple runs around. If we could get something in the outfield and down in the grass, we could score 2 runs here. So substitution here late in this game in the 5th. 4-3 Panthers. 2 outs. James Lineman, the head coach for the Panthers, talking it over with the home plate umpire. They're getting all of their books straight.
It shouldn't be that hard to put a pinch hitter in the lineup.
You wouldn't
like
think so?
Like he was having to talk quite a bit to the umpire to.
So Hudson Deitch steps in. He's a left-handed hitter, so Preston Smith on the mound for the Huskies. Here's the pitch. That one comes in a little bit high for ball 1.
Sophomore put in at a big position here.
So the Panthers have the bases juiced. There's a swing and a miss by Hudson. He was way out in front of that one.
Riley's getting a really big lead over there at first base, trying to draw a throw.
So we got a 1-1, or we got an 0-2 count on.
No, 1-1.
No, yeah, it is 1-1. 1-1 count on Hudson Deitch. Hudson stands in, waits for the pitch. That one a little high, so we got a 2-1 count now on Deitch. Really need Deitch to reach here. Get some of these runs across. Smith comes set. Here's the pitch. That one inside, so we got a 3-1 count now on Hudson. Elijah Brock on deck for the Panthers. 4-3. Panthers on top. Here's the pitch. There's a swing, and that's going to be a high pop fly to left field. And he gets under it to record out number 3. So the Panthers leave 3 stranded that inning and no runs scored. So 2 quick outs at the top side of that inning, and or the top side of that batting order. So unfortunately, the Panthers do not score a run that inning. You're listening to Pekin Panther Baseball on Classic Rock 101.5 KISS FM and the Ottumwa Radio Group YouTube channel.
At Smithburg Automotive, driving adventures allow you to explore comfortably, safely, and in every aspect of your summer vacation. Smithburg Automotive in Fairfield. Schedule your vehicle's trip check today. Call 641-472-2454, 641-472-2454.
Smithburg Automotive in Fairfield. Get your trip check scheduled today. Call 641-472-2454. That's 641-472-2454.
Peyton here with Packwood Locker and Meats. Call now for availability on beef, hog, and lamb slaughter for 2024 through 25. Here at Packwood Locker, we have all the meats and accessories from cheeses to sauces for all your grilling gatherings. Fall's right around the corner, and before the snow flies, it's time to stock up on one of our full bundle meat package specials. Whether you're cooking for your family or hosting a party, contact Packwood Locker and Meats or order online at packwoodlockerandmeats.com. You can't beat my meat, and I dare you to try.
You're watching the Pekin Panthers on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
Welcome back, Panther fans. We move to the top of the sixth inning. It'll be Miller, Wheeler, and Seibel coming to the plate for the Huskies. Panthers will have Henry Adams still on the mound. We've got a change at first base. Cal Miller is at first base. Hudson Deitch goes into right field, so Deitch is in sharp spot, and Cal comes out of the DH spot, so Brogan Spray will go to the bench. So we will be ready for the top of the sixth. It'll be Miller, Wheeler, and Seibel coming to the plate. So Panthers have a slight 4-3 lead here. Henry Adams will have to settle in on the mound to try and keep that one-run deficit for the Huskies. First pitch misses high to Miller. He comes in batting .235 on the year. He singled in the first and struck out in the third. Henry in his sixth inning of work misses low and inside, so 2-0. So Panthers lead 4-3 over the Huskies. Fastball blown past him that time, swing and a miss for Riker Miller, the left fielder. He just made the play to end the inning. Panthers had the bases loaded, just couldn't come up with a hit when they needed it. Swing and a miss, strike two. So 2-2 now to Miller. That's driven out to center field. That's going to be in the gap. That's going to be off the fence. So Miller, on an 0-2 count, lines it to left center for the double. Sorry, a 2-2 count for Miller. Lines it to left field. And they have the leadoff man on to start the sixth inning. So Wheeler will be up. He doubled his last at bat. He hit it over the head of Will Adam in center field. Ball one, not sure where that one missed. Looked pretty good, but tying run at second base for the Huskies. Caleb Wheeler stands in, a 200 hitter. Swings over the top of that one for strike one. 1-1. So Henry Adam gone the whole way for the Panthers. That one's going to be chopped down the third base line, and he's going to beat it out at first. Oh, no, they say he got him. Got him by a quarter of a step, so good play for Elijah Brock that time. Cal over at first. So 5-3 on the putout for the first out of the inning. Miller moves up to third, so the tying run at third. Panthers had him there in the last inning, and Henry got out of the inning. Ten strikeouts on the night for Henry Adam. Could use a couple more right here to leave that runner stranded at third. Hunter Seibel at the plate. That one misses low for a ball, 1-0. Seibel at the plate. He lined out to Henry Adam in the second inning. Takes a strike on the inside corner, 1-1. The shortstop batting .250 on the year. Miller at third, 90 feet away from tying this one up. That misses low and away, so 2-1. On deck is Preston Smith, the pitcher. So 2-1. Swing and a miss, strike two. 2-2 to the shortstop. Miller at third still. He led off with a double. That's a full count. Panthers are on the road tomorrow night. They head to Danville to take on the Bears and crossover action. That one's fouled off. That one could be, over a car.
7 o'clock game tomorrow night, 7:30?
7:30 game, yep. JV will be first tomorrow night at Danville. So see if Henry can get out of this one. Strike three called on the inside corner. Nice pitch from Henry for a strikeout number 11 on the night. That'll bring up the pitcher, Preston Smith. He struck out in the second and singled in the in the fourth. Coach Lyman's going to come out. Looks like we might have a pitching change possibly.
Henry's probably reached his pitch totals here.
So we're going to take a break, and then we'll be back on Classic Rock 101.5 KISS FM.
Congratulations to the Pekin High School class of 2025. You've shown what it means to lead with pride, passion, and perseverance, and your future is bright. As we celebrate our seniors, we invite the entire community to come and see what makes Pekin High School so special. From championship teams to inspiring student achievements, there's always something to cheer for. Join us this summer and experience the excellence of Pekin High School, where we empower all students to excel, innovate.
And we're back, Panther fans. No pitching change, just a little powwow on the mound. That's going to be popped up. This could be trouble. Will Adam comes in and helps his brother out and makes the catch. So Will comes in and saves the game for the Panthers at the moment. So Preston Smith flies out to center field. Will Adam uses that speed and gets there. They stranded the runner. It was a leadoff double. They left him at third, kind of like the Panthers did earlier with Elijah Brock. So no runs. There was one hit. There was no errors, and there was one man left. So we will move to the bottom of the sixth inning. It'll be Brock, Glick, and Adam coming to the bat for the Panthers. They need to rally and get some insurance runs here in this sixth inning. We'll take a break on Classic Rock 101.5 KISS FM and the Tummo Radio Group YouTube channel.
From backyard barbecues to lake getaways, summer is all about making memories. At Pilot Grove Savings Bank, we make it easy to enjoy the season with stress-free banking that fits your lifestyle. Mobile banking on the go? Check. Easy loan options for home upgrades or vacations? Check. Friendly local service you can count on? Always. Make the most of your summer. Bank with Pilot Grove Savings Bank. Visit us at pilotgrovesavingsbank.com or stop by any of our 17 locations. Pilot Grove Savings Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
This is Dr. Michael Comstock from Comstock Family Chiropractic in Hedrick, welcoming you to another Pekin Panther baseball season. Our office specializes in care for your entire family. As we move into these summer months, just a friendly reminder that it's time to call and schedule your sports physicals for the upcoming school year. Call and schedule your appointment today, 641-653-2311. That's 641-653-2311. Comstock Family Chiropractic, proud supporters of the Pekin Panthers.
You're watching the Pekin Panthers on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
Wednesday.
We're back, Panther fans. We are ready to start the bottom of the sixth. It'll be Brock, Glick, and Adam coming to the plate for the Panthers. Panthers need some insurance runs as we will be headed to the bottom of the sixth inning. So Elijah Brock stands in, the sophomore. He doubled and flew out to right field. Takes a fastball called strike. The old gravity ball. That one misses high, so 1-1 now. Smith in his third inning of work. Brock fouls that one back, so he's in a hole 1-2 now. The bad news is the Panthers are going to have to face Logan McFarland in the 7th inning. So he'll be at least the third batter. He will be the third batter of the inning.
That's where we need some insurance.
2-2. 9-1-2 at the plate for the Panthers this inning. That one's in the dirt for a ball. Good at bat for Elijah Brock. He'll see if he can win it here. Need the leadoff man to get on. Try and rattle the bats a little bit. And
Elijah struggled a bit here of late, so it'd be nice to see him on the base pass.
Pops this one up to center field. McFarland camps underneath it and makes the play. So you see that a lot against these slower pitchers. You see a lot of pop-ups in that. You get your hands out in front and then drop that back shoulder and pop a lot of them up. So we've seen that quite a bit from the Panthers tonight. So Nolan Glick, he will come to the plate. He's popped out to the shortstop twice and then reached on a walk in the 4th. So leadoff man Nolan Glick at the plate looking for his first hit of the night. So Smith cleans off the mound. Logan and Nolan gets ready, stands in the box. Takes the first one for a ball high. Will Adam on deck. Here's the windup. And they aren't going to appeal it, so it's going to be a 2-0 count. I thought maybe they would appeal that one to first, but they say he checked the swing. 3-0. So 3-0 count to the leadoff hitter, Nolan Glick. Will Adam on deck for the Panthers. And he draws his second walk of the night, so Nolan's on. We'll see if they get aggressive with him on the base pass. Will Adam on at the plate. Comstock on deck. Henry Adam in the hole for the Panthers. Will's 0 for 2 on the night. He had a sacrifice in the 4th. So Glick gets the lead at first. And he's off with the pitch. And this is going to be lined to left field. This could be caught. Could be a double play. And it is. Wow, what a throw from left field. Of all things to happen on the Panthers, Will hit that ball as hard as he could. The left fielder came in and got it off of the turf, throws it all the way to the first. Glick was off of the pitch, so he is doubled off. So line out to left for the second out of the inning, and it is a 7-3 put out for the third out of the inning. So Panthers can't get anything done in the bottom of the 6th. We will head to the top of the 7th. It will be Hartzler, Beeson, and McFarland coming to the plate for the Huskies. We'll be back after this break on your home for Panther Baseball, Classic Rock 101.5 KISS FM and the Atemo Radio Group YouTube channel.
Nutrient Ag Solutions Hedrick is your trusted partner in optimizing your agricultural operations. We streamline decisions and solutions to deliver exceptional results tailored to your needs. With a comprehensive range of services, we empower you to achieve success on every acre. Our expert team, led by me, Jason, offers customized approaches for your unique challenges. Nutrient Ag Solutions of Hedrick, your common ground partner in growth. Call me Jason today and learn more.
This is Jeremy with Cranston Family Funeral Home. I want to take a moment and say thank you, not for choosing our funeral home, although we're deeply honored when you do, but for showing up for your neighbors, for supporting small businesses, for standing in line at visitations and hugging people you maybe haven't seen in years. That is what makes our communities feel like home. At Cranston Family Funeral Home, we don't believe in flashy promises. We believe in showing up quietly, respectfully, and doing the work that matters when it matters most. So from our family to yours, thank you. We see you, we are grateful for you, and we'll be here when you need us.
At Jefferson County Health Center, care is more than a service. It's a commitment. Our nurses, doctors, and staff go beyond treatment to provide comfort, compassion, and connection. We care because you matter. Visit jeffersoncountyhealthcenter.org to discover the difference.
Jefferson County Health Center, care you can count on. It's what we do.
You're watching the Pekin Panthers on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
Brant Latcham coming in for relief for Henry Adam, and he'll face the pinch hitter for the DH. And this is Colton Seifert coming in for Highland. Brant, the right-handed pitcher for the Panthers. There's a swing, and that ball gets hit to Carson Comstock and gets through. So that'll be a base hit on the first pitch.
Their coach is trying to get an interference call, get the man moved up to second.
So
that one hit the lip of the grass and took a funny hop. I think Comstock thought he was going to have it, and it like shot down a little bit. So Comstock probably should have made the play, but I don't know. I think you almost have to give him a base hit on that one. But
Garrett Beeson comes
there
to the
goes
plate.
the runner.
There goes the runner. There's a foul. So Latcham committed to home. I didn't look to see if he checked that runner. Maybe not. But
I don't think it matters. They're going to go either way.
Seifert's going to go. So it'll be an 0-1 count on Garrett Beeson. Latcham checks the runner. He comes set. There's a pitch. There's the throw down on the steal attempt, and he makes it in there safely. So that puts Seifert on second. So we've got a 1-1 count on Beeson. So the Panthers 4-3, and the Huskies have one in scoring position. We're in the top half of the seventh. Here's the pitch by Latcham. There's a hit. Little dribbler goes right back to Latcham, and not in time. So it was kind of a little dribbler. Did not attempt to make the throw, so they got runners on the corners. So that was Beeson, the 9-hole hitter. Now McFarland comes in at the top half of the order with 2 aboard for the Huskies.
Courtesy runner is Sage Hartley Norman coming in to run.
So Hartley Norman on first, and
here's
Seifert
that man
on third. And McFarland, who struck out finally in the fourth. No, sorry.
No,
he had a double in the fifth. He had a double in the fifth, and he has 2 runs across himself. So McFarland comes in at the plate for the Huskies. Brock plays in close. First pitch comes in, strike 1, and there's a stolen base there by Beeson. We gave him second. So now runners at second and third for the Huskies. McFarland with an 0-1 count.
McFarland was taking that to get that second runner in a scoring position.
There's the pitch. There's a swing, and there's an error
That's
on the
score 2
shortstop.
runs.
That's going to score 2 runs.
Oh, possibly.
Maybe. Yep. There's another errant throw by Will Adams. So McFarland on second scores 2 runs. Nolan Glick should have fielded that ball. That should have been an easy out there, but not. So that'll be an E6 on Nolan. So McFarland moves up to second, and that scores 2 runs. So now all of a sudden, the Huskies, after another rough inning by the Panthers, seems like when it goes bad, it goes really bad. So Nolan was playing very shallow, and that ball took a bad hop from where he was sitting. in the hole there. So that brings Bryce Hazlitt to the plate for the Huskies. There's the pitch. That'll be a swing and another error, and this is a comedy of errors now by the Panther infield. There's another scored run by McFarland. So Elijah Brock, the ball went right to him. All he had to do was field the ball and tag the runner at third. Didn't even look at the runner and threw it over to first to Cal Miller and tried to one-hop one to him, and it got away from Cal. So scored McFarland from third. So 2 more errors for the Panthers. We're going to take a 30-second break. You're listening to Panther Baseball on Classic Rock 101.5 KISS FM and the Ottumwa Radio Group YouTube channel.
Congratulations to the Pekin High School class of 2025. You shown what it means to lead with pride, passion, and perseverance, and your future is bright. As we celebrate our seniors, we invite the entire community to come and see what makes Pekin High School so special. From championship teams to inspiring student achievements, there's always something to cheer for. Join us this summer and experience the excellence of Pekin High School, where we empower all students to excel, innovate, and lead.
Landon Rawling at the plate for the Huskies. So the wheels now have come off 6-4. Highland Huskies on top. There's going to be a stolen base attempt by the Huskies, and they just make it. Hazlitt will now be on second. They're just running at will on the bases, trying to make the Panthers make a play. Is that a called ball? Or is that a strike?
They're getting warned because they were harassing the pitcher, which is not unusual for a Highland team. When they start to have things go their way, they get a little more animated in their dugout.
Right now, here's the pitch by Latcham. That one just a little inside. I'm trying to decide where we're at.
Yeah.
I think we're 1-1. 1-1 is the count. There's the pitch. There's a throw down to third on a stolen base attempt, and he makes it in there safely. So the Huskies just running the bases at will.
Panthers need to be doing more of this. We need to be more aggressive on the base pass, make them get us out. But we've been really tentative on the base pass. So you see what happens when you are. It puts the pressure on the defense. Now the infield is in, and that's going to be a base hit because the infield's in.
Base hit. The infield's in, base hit, so that's going to score another run.
If that runner's still at second, then that's going to be an out because that's where Nolan is normally playing. But when you get that runner at third, you bring the infield in, you open up a lot of gaps. So Panthers still yet to record an out here in this 7th inning.
So Riker Miller comes to the plate for the Huskies, and I'll guarantee you they're going to try to steal second here. There's a hit. That goes right to Nolan Glick, makes another error. That's going to be an E6 on Nolan. So that's going to put Miller on first. So that brings Caleb Wheeler to the plate. Still, the Panthers have not recorded an error on a litany of errors. Here's the pitch by Latcham. 4-strike call. 0-1 count. No outs here. 7-4 now. Huskies on top. Here's the pitch. There's a swing and a foul back. 4-0-2 count. On Wheeler. Wheeler grounded out to third in the last inning. Wheeler waits for the pitch. An 0-2 count. No outs. Need it out here. There's a pitch. Little outside for ball one. Panthers unable to make any plays in the infield this inning. There's a pitch by Latcham. That one's going to be popped up, and Elijah Brock should be able to make that catch, and he does for out number one, finally. It brings Hunter Seibel to the plate for the Huskies. Panthers needing to get out of this one in the worst way. Latcham comes set. Here's the pitch. There's a strike call. Seibel struck out looking in the 6th. Panthers now trail 7-4. That one just a little outside for a 1-1 count. So the Huskies with 2 aboard have not tried to steal third yet, but would not surprise me. Latchin comes set. Here's the pitch. There's a swing and a foul. So now a 1-2 count on Seibel. Latcham set. Here's the pitch to Seibel. That one well inside for a 2-2 count. So Panthers sitting on 1 out have give up 4 runs this inning on 1 hit. Here's the pitch, and there's a hit down to Nolan Glick at second, and he gets the out. The easy out at second base for out number 2, but Carson Comstock does not try to turn the double play. Lineman saying that he thinks he...
They called a double play. They called the runner out for running into Comstock at second base.
I was about to make that point as well. So that is, they turned the double play on that one, but not before the Huskies put 4 on the board that inning, caught up with us, and then went ahead by 3 runs. A disastrous inning for the Panthers in the top half of the 7th. They got a lot of work to do here in the bottom half of the 7th if they're going to make this work. You're listening to Pekin Panther Baseball on Classic Rock 101.5 KISS FM and the Atomo Radio Group YouTube channel.
You work hard to build the life you want. Your internet should do the same for you. Get all of your telecommunications needs from Lisco, including the most competitive pricing and highest quality data services. Every home, every business, every step of the way. Serving you from right here in your local hometown communities. Call me, Samantha Knoll, your Lisco sales and account manager for all of your telecommunications needs. 641-209-5400. That's 209-5400, or visit us at lisco.com.
At Smithburg Automotive, driving adventures allow you to explore comfortably, safely, and in every aspect of your summer vacation. Smithburg Automotive in Fairfield. Schedule your vehicle's trip check today. Call 641-472-2454, 641-472-2454.
Smithburg Automotive in Fairfield. Get your trip check scheduled today. Call 641-472-2454. That's 641-472-2454. You're watching the Pekin Panthers on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
Welcome back, Panther fans. Well, the wheels kind of came off in the top half of the 7th. We're looking for the wheels to come off the Huskies bus here and try to get something going. Carson Comstock comes to the plate for the Panthers. The Panthers in a do-or-die situation, 3 outs away from picking up the loss at home. Not sure what happened there with the pitcher. He kind of bent backwards and stepped off the rubber. Anyway, he comes set. Here's the pitch. There's a swing and a ground ball to the shortstop. There we go. There's an error by the shortstop for the Huskies. So Carson reaches. We need them to record about 8 errors in this inning.
Yep. Let's go through our sponsors real quick, Tony, while we got a second. We thank Roto-Rooter, Keokuk County Health Center, Pilot Grove Savings Bank, Packwood Locker, Smithburg Automotive, Lisco, Jefferson County Health Center, Cranston Family Funeral Home, Pekin Community School District, Nutrient Ag Solutions, and Comstock Chiropractic.
Henry Adam at the plate. There's a hit, and that goes over the third baseman's head. That's lined to left field, so that's another hit for Henry Adam. So now 2 aboard, and that brings Latcham to the plate for the Panthers. So the tying run at the plate for Pekin. Everybody needs to get on base here. and work them around. We need some efficiency in this inning. Get on top and walk this thing off. That one comes in a little high. He wanted it, but he let it go for ball one. So 1-0 count on Latcham. Latcham steps in, waits for the pitch from Preston Smith. Here's the pitch. That one comes in high for a 2-0 count. Panthers needing to be a little bit patient here and make Smith throw something that they can hit. Smith comes set. Here's the pitch. There's a swing and a foul back for a 2-1 count. So Carson Comstock on second for the Panthers. Henry Adam on first. Brant Latcham at the plate, trying to reach. Cal Miller on deck. Here's the pitch. That one outside for a 3-1 count. So things getting a little intense here for this crowd. The crowd growing restless. No outs, 7-4. Not insurmountable. There's a swing. Latcham hits it up the middle, and the second baseman bobbles it. There's another error, so he reaches on an error. Exactly what the Panthers needed. So that's 2 errors on the inning, only 1 hit, but we got 3 aboard. Cal Miller comes to the plate. Riley Smith on deck. Smith comes set. Here's the pitch. There's way out front for Cal Miller. That ball hit the catcher's leg and bounced forward. Again, the catcher took one off the hip there a little while ago, and now he needs to take another breath. So
I don't think that was even a foul tip, was it?
No.
I think he just whiffed on it.
Yeah, he whiffed on it, and that ball hit the catcher, which is Garrett Beeson, hit him right in the thigh, thinking came off for the inner leg, and bounced back towards the pitcher. So we got an 0-1 count on Cal Miller. Cal Miller entered the game at first base for Sam Sharp, still in that 6-hole, hitting in that spot where he DH'd for Brogan Spray. So that ball comes in a little outside for a 1-1 count. No outs here, 7-4. Winning run at the plate for the Panthers. Panthers needing to make this happen. Here's the pitch by Smith. That one a little high for a 2-1 count. Panthers had a rough 6th inning. Top of the 7th, actually. That ball comes in there a little bit low, so now we're sitting at 3-1. Really rough top of the 7th.
And it's turning into rough bottom of the 7th
for
the Huskies.
Yes, it has. It's been,
as we talked about, errors seem to compile on both teams.
It compounds, yes.
These 7th inning has been not a pitcher-friendly inning.
So Smith comes set. Cal Miller steps in, 3-1 count. No outs. Here's the pitch. That one outside, so he walked a run home. So Carson Comstock will score. So that'll be 7-5. Cal Miller reaches. That moves all the runners up. So Adam will be on third, Latcham on second, and that puts Cal Miller on first. Looks like we're going to have a little visit at the mound. See what's going to happen here. Highland head coach.
Let's go through do our sponsors one more time, Tony. I'm not sure if we got them in enough yet, but we'll go through them one last time. We want to thank Comstock Family Chiropractic in Hedrick, Nutrient Ag Solutions of Hedrick, Pekin Community School District, Cranston Family Funeral Home in Fairfield, Jefferson County Health Center in Fairfield, Lisco, Smithburg Automotives in Fairfield, Packwood Locker and Meats, Pilot Grove Savings Bank, Keokuk County Health Center of Sigourney, and Roto-Rooter. Thank you all for your sponsorship of Panther Athletics.
So a little visit on the mound by the Highland coach. No pitching change here, so Preston Smith stays on the mound. After he walks one home, the Panthers with the bases loaded. Riley Smith comes to the plate for the Panthers. Infield not playing in. Looking just to field this ball. There's first pitch, ball one. So Smith struggling a little bit out there. Panthers needing to stretch this out as long as they can to make him throw them strikes.
Tying run at second, so they'll give up the run at third.
Here's the pitch. There's a swing at a high fastball and a foul back into the backstop for a 1-1 count. Hudson Deitch on deck for the Panthers.
They probably will look to try and turn the double play to give up a run and get 2 outs if they can.
Latcham is the tying run on second. Cal Miller would be the winning run on first. So a hit here would be timely. That one comes in a little high for a 2-1 count on Riley Smith. Riley reached on an error in the 5th, struck out in the 3rd, and flew out in the 2nd. Riley stands in, he waits. That ball comes in there for a strike. So we got a 2-2 count now on Riley. Panthers needing a base hit to work these runners around. Here's the pitch by Smith. There's a hit, and that's going to get down. That'll score a run. Latcham stops just in time, and the catcher corrals that ball. So a throw in from left field. Latcham stops. So still no outs. So that's a base hit by Riley Smith to left. And the bases are still juiced. Hudson Deitch comes to the plate. So the winning run is standing on second now in scoring position. So another run crosses. Henry Adams scores for the Panthers. So that's 2 this inning. 7-6. No outs. Hudson Deitch steps in. Elijah Brock is on deck. Here's the pitch by Smith. A little outside for ball one.
Thought maybe they might have a pitching change. They warmed someone up during the top of the 7th, but they're going to roll with Smith. Let him try and get out of this one himself.
Deitch waits for the pitch. Here it is. That one comes in a little high, so we got a 2-0 count on Deitch. So the tying run, Latcham is standing on third. 2-0 count, no outs. 7-6, Highland on top. Here's the pitch by Smith. There's a swing and a miss by Hudson Deitch. So a 2-1 count. This game, all of a sudden,
we talked
got
about
a little stressful.
These games are they're always nail biters against this Highland team.
It seems like they are year to year. We're in a little drought against Highland. That ball comes in high for a 3-1 count. We could take a walk here, and the tying run would score. Bases are loaded, no outs. Here's the pitch by Preston Smith. That one comes in outside, so the tying run does come across. 7-7 now. So that puts Deitch on. That runs Riley Smith up to second, and Cal Miller goes to third.
So the infield is in, nobody out. Elijah just needs to get a ball to the outfield here.
Pop fly would work. Outfield is playing in as well. Trying to make that catch if it is a pop fly. There's the first pitch, comes in, strike call.
Still no outs. Want to see Elijah be patient up there. He takes that first pitch. That's just fine.
First pitch. Strike call. Elijah looking for something. He can either get on or pop up. Second pitch is a ball, a little high and outside for a 1-1 count.
They're going to try and come home to force the out at home plate. So infield drawn in, that opens up those holes in the infield. So
Nolan Glick on deck for the Panthers. Here's the pitch by Smith. That one comes in a little high and outside. So a 2-1 count on Elijah Brock. No outs in this game, in this inning for the Panthers. 3 on. There's the swing and a foul back out of play, so 2-2 count now on Elijah Brock. Elijah looking to walk this thing off, whether it be a base on balls or a hit or a sacrifice fly. Looking to get Cal Miller across the plate to walk this off this inning. An ugly game by both teams as far as the errors category goes. That one outside, so we got a 3-1, 3-2 count now, full count on Elijah Brock. So no outs. Elijah's going to have to protect the plate here. Like I said, the stress level has increased a little in this inning, but things are tied up now, 7-7. Here's the pitch. There's a swing and a foul back. Just fought that one off. So all Elijah needs to do is hit this through the infield,
especially
or
being
pop fly to the outfield, or walk. So there's a lot of things that could happen here on this pitch. Here's the pitch by Smith. That one is swing and a miss, and he gets Elijah swinging. Nolan Glick comes to the plate, so that's a strikeout for Preston Smith.
That's a huge strikeout for Smith.
That's his first strikeout of the game, and it couldn't have come at a better time. So Nolan Glick steps to the plate. Here's the pitch. Nolan takes one outside for ball 1. So the Panthers have hit almost all the way around this inning, which was what it was going to take to get enough runs to win this game. Nolan waits for the pitch. That one comes in for strike 1. Umpire likes those inside belt level pitches. So we got a 1-1 count and 1 out. Ones are wild on the board and 7's on top. There's a swing, and that one pops up, and that's going to be in foul territory. And is caught. That's out number 2. This is maybe one of the worst things that could happen to the Panthers with the bases loaded. Tied up at least. Will Adam comes to the plate for the Panthers. The senior needs to come up big. The infield drops back as well as the outfield. All they need to do is record an out here, and we'll go to extra innings. Here's the pitch. There's the swing, and that one goes right to the third baseman, and they get out of it. First pitch hits it down to the third baseman, and the Huskies get out of it, but not before the Panthers tie it up at 7. So we're going to the 8th inning. We're going to play extra innings here. You're listening to Pekin Panther Baseball on Classic Rock 101.5 KISS FM, the Atomo Radio Group YouTube channel.
This is Dr. Michael Comstock from Comstock Family Chiropractic in Hedrick, welcoming you to another Pekin Panther baseball season. Our office specializes in care for your entire family. As we move into these summer months, just a friendly reminder that it's time to call and schedule your sports physicals for the upcoming school year. Call and schedule your appointment today, 641-653-2311. That's 641-653-2311. Comstock Family Chiropractic, proud supporters of the Pekin Panthers.
Nutrient Ag Solutions Hedrick is your trusted partner in optimizing your agricultural operations. We streamline decisions and solutions to deliver exceptional results tailored to your needs. With a comprehensive range of services, we empower you to achieve success on every acre. Our expert team, led by me, Jason, offers customized approaches for your unique challenges. Nutrient Ag Solutions of Hedrick, your common ground partner in growth. Call me Jason today and learn more.
You're watching the Pekin Panthers on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
Welcome back, Panther fans. We move to the top of the 8th inning. First extra inning game of the season for us, Tony, I believe. Yeah, I don't think we've had any extra inning games, but we talk about how this game goes back and forth all the time against this This Husky team, Panthers had the momentum there in the actually the Panthers had the momentum going to the top of the 7th. Then the Huskies took the momentum in the top of the 7th. Panthers took it back in the bottom of the 7th, but then Panthers had bases loaded, nobody out, and the Huskies get out of it without giving up a run. Great job by Smith. He battled in there through strikes, and Panthers, they couldn't get out of it, couldn't get the ball put in play when they needed to. They had a strikeout and then a pop-up in the infield. Two things you just can't have. You hit it on the ground, you get yourself a chance. Pop-ups are just not very, I don't know, how do I want to say it? Pop-ups don't usually lead to good things for the offensive team. You want to hit line drives and ground balls, but we've had a lot of pop-outs tonight.
Yeah, that's one thing that is tough. We've seen that all season. We've seen a lot of foul balls and a lot of pop-outs. We're not making good contact there at times. At times we are. Don't get me wrong, but there are times where we need something to happen, and we're popping out on these short infield flies or just into foul territory and not getting the hits when we need them.
So we have a pitching change for the Panthers. It'll be Will Adam that will take over here in the top of the 8th inning. He will face Seibel, Smith, and actually Smith is leading off. So Smith will be leading off. So Seibel must have recorded the last out of the previous inning. So that will be Smith leading off, and then it'll be Seifert on deck, and then Beeson in the hole. And then after that is Mr. Logan McFarland. So our final out was Hunter Seibel. Did he strike out? I can't remember how we finished the last inning. There's a strike on the inside corner.
I don't know. It got so long, I don't remember either.
We had a 2-2 count, so I can't remember I think he might have struck out. Well, so put it down for a strikeout. That one misses inside, so 1-1. Will Adam on in relief here in the 8th inning. Swing and a miss for Smith, 1-2 now. See if Will can continue to throw strikes here.
No, that was that double play.
Oh, the double play, that's right.
That was a double play. Yeah.
That one misses high. So 2-2, yeah, so that was a double play. So, yep.
It was a 6-4-3 double play.
And he's called out on strikes. Good pitch for Will that time. That'll be the first out of the inning. So that will bring up Colton Seifert. If we can go 1-2-3, we avoid Mr. McFarland, which will be a good thing for the Panthers. So Seifert will be at the plate. He takes a ball low. He came around and scored in that 7th inning. He led off the 7th inning. Hit the ball past Comstock at second. Fouls that one straight back, 1-1. So 7-7 here in the 8th. We're all tied up. That was in the dirt. So 2-1 now. Beeson on deck for the Huskies.
Kind of feel good about the Panthers' chances here in the 8th if we can get through this inning unscathed.
And that one misses high. So that's one thing Will has battled, is had a little control issues this year. So retired the first batter. 3-1 now on Seifert. And he walks him. So that will put the go-ahead run at first. And we know he'll be stealing. That's what they've done all game long. So Seifert stole in the last inning. So he will be looking to move. That opens up the gate for Mr. McFarland coming back to the plate for the Huskies. He scored 3 of the 7 runs for the Huskies on the night. He's been on base all 4 times. So Beeson, the number 9 hitter, catcher, he's taken a couple shots tonight behind the plate. There's strike on the inside corner. They didn't send Seifert that time. Not a real big lead over there at first. Will checks, not going anywhere. That one's going to be lined over the dugout. So 0-2 now on Beeson.
Highland being a little bit more conservative maybe this inning. Try not to get a runner thrown out at second with one out.
So Will up 0-2 on Beeson. Tries to get him to chase that one in the dirt. He holds up 1-2 now.
Nice stop there by Riley Smith.
Looks over his right shoulder. Checks Seifert. He's off with the pitch. Swing and a miss. Throw it down to second. It's going to be in time. Oh, he drops the ball. He had him. Nolan dropped the ball. We could have been out it without seeing McFarland. So that'll be a stolen base. Strikeout for Beeson, second out of the inning. That brings up McFarland. I almost think about walking him here, Tony.
Might not be a bad idea, actually. Rather than let him get a hit.
Because, I mean,
here
he's
in the gap somewhere, you know, that would score Seifert.
He's put the ball in play every time tonight. So Seifert will be out at second. Their leadoff hitter, McFarland. Been a Panther killer so far tonight. He takes a big cut at the first one. He's reached base 4 times and scored 3 out of the 4, and the other time he was thrown out at home trying to score. So Seifert will be out at second. Comstock holds him there. That one just outside, 1-1.
McFarland, a smart player. Why they got him in that leadoff position.
So Will steps off. It was popped up on the right side, out of play. So 1-2. Now we'll see McFarland. He'll probably choke up on that bat. All he wants to do is make contact and put it in play. Umpire says he's out of baseballs. So 1-2 to McFarland. Chokes up on that bat. He just wants to put it in play. Comstock's holding on the runner there at second. He's got to make sure he gets back to that hole. There's a huge hole between first and second. And McFarland will try and shoot that ball right through that hole. That one's going to be fouled off, out of play again. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to the leadoff hitter, McFarland. Yet to be retired by the Panthers. And it's going to be hit to Comstock at second. He bobbles it, gets it to first, and throws it away, so Comstock makes 2 errors on the play. The Panthers should have won the game, but Comstock blows it. Can't make the play at second. McFarland on base again. That was the dad coming out, sorry. That is a terrible play. He should have made the play. We should have been out of this, but now the Panthers are losing again. So McFarland will be at second. He's going to be stealing third before we know it. So Panthers should be out of this, but Comstock can't make the play at second. Panthers trail 8-7 now. That brings up Bryce Hazlett. Couldn't have had an easier play. Hit right to him. He bobbled it, and then he threw it to the fence.
I think actually he recovered that ball on the bobble. I think it had time to get there, and he just felt McFarland was getting up the line real quick, which he does, and just overthrew the ball and spiked it in the dirt. So, but Carson he's been a victim of the air bug here in this game, the same as the other Panther infielders. So it's just been catching.
And they throw it into the outfield, but he's not far enough for McFarland to get home.
That ball was right to Elijah, And again, we get caught trying to make the tag before we catch the ball. These are little league errors that we're making right now on the infield. McFarland should have been out right there on that play.
1-1, 2 outs. Panthers trail 8-7. Hazlett fouls that one off, so 1-2 again. But we talk about what the Panthers didn't do in the bottom of the seventh. Didn't put a ball in play with 2 strikes. McFarland puts it in play, and he's going to give them the win unless the Panthers can score in the bottom of the inning. So little things like that. You strike out with the bases loaded and nobody out. It's hard. You got to make the other team get you out. That's in the dirt. Blocked nicely by Riley.
Yeah,
Steve McFarland still over there at third base.
Real good stop there by Riley to keep it in front of him. 2 outs here. A strikeout needed in the worst way. Not over yet. 8-7. Panthers now behind a run.
They got to get out of it here. Can't go by anymore. They'll probably will change pitchers, I would guess, going into this next inning. It's going to be chopped up the left side. This could be to Brock. He goes across the diamond, and they get out of it. So Panthers give up 1 unearned run. That will be an 8-7 lead as we head to the bottom of the 8th. Panthers got to get a run. It'll be Comstock, Adam Latcham coming to the plate in the bottom of the 8th. So we'll take a break and be back on Classic Rock 101.5 KISS FM.
Congratulations to the Pekin High School class of 2025. You've shown what it means to lead with pride, passion, and perseverance, and your future is bright. As we celebrate our seniors, we invite the entire community to come and see what makes Pekin High School so special. From championship teams to inspiring student achievements, there's always something to cheer for. Join us this summer and experience the excellence of Pekin High School, where we empower all students to excel, innovate, and lead. Go Panthers!
This is Jeremy with Cranston Family Funeral Home. I want to take a moment and say thank you, not for choosing our funeral home, although we're deeply honored when you do, but for showing up for your neighbors, for supporting small businesses, for standing in line at visitations and hugging people you maybe haven't seen in years. That is what makes our communities feel like home. At Cranston Family Funeral Home, we don't believe in flashy promises. We believe in showing up quietly, respectfully, and doing the work that matters when it matters most. So from our family to yours, thank you. We see you, we are grateful for you, and we'll be here when you need us.
You're watching the Pekin Panthers on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
Welcome back, Panther fans. Michael Comstock, Tony Latcham, and Lauren Sylvester on the computer tonight. Panthers are going to be having Comstock, Adam, and Latcham come in to bat in the 8th inning. We've got a pitching change. Why not bring Logan McFarland into the mound? He's done everything else for him tonight, so McFarland will take over on the mound for the Huskies. The lefty. We'll see what the Panthers can do. We haven't seen many left-handers this year, so that'll be a first look for the Panthers from the left side. McFarland has appeared in 2 games. He's pitched 9 innings and given up 1 earned run in 9 innings, so .78 ERA. He's given up 3 hits and 1 earned run, had 6 strikeouts. So Panthers will have a little step up in competition on the mound now with McFarland coming in. They need 1 run to keep this one going. It'll be Comstock, Adam, and Latcham coming to the plate. Comstock scored 2 runs tonight for the Panthers. He singled and drove in the first run of the game. The second run of the game. So McFarland on the mound. Smith goes to third base. So McFarland takes over. Comstock takes strike 1. Wanted to pull the trigger, but couldn't do it. So he's down 0-1. Henry Adam on deck for the Panthers. Swing and a miss, strike 2. So McFarland was showing a pretty good breaking ball during his warm-ups. We'll see if he throws that here, if he goes back to the fastball.
He's digging awful deep.
Misses low and inside, 1-2.
Big gap in Carson's gap out there where he likes to hit the ball.
That's in the dirt. 2-2. Looked like a changeup maybe that time. Hits that on the ground. Third baseman makes the play, goes across the diamond, and retires him there. So 5-3 on the putout. No errors to help that time for the Panthers. Henry Adam comes to the plate. Comstock put it in play. It's what we needed in the bottom of the last inning. We needed one of those on the ground like that. So Henry Adam will stand in. Panthers 2 outs away from losing this one. Tough game if they do lose this one. Henry pops that one up to left field. Coming in and makes the play, so that's 2 outs. So 2 up, 2 down for the Panthers here in the 8th inning. They're down to their final out. It'll be Brant Latcham coming to the plate. This will be a tough one to swallow for the Panthers if they can't come up with some 2-out magic here. They could have been tied for first in the conference. Now they'll be 2 games behind Highland.
Really tough to swallow. Feel like this.
And that one's going to be popped into left field again, and that is the ball game. So Panthers fall to the Huskies one more time. That is, let's see, that's 7 straight the Panthers have lost to the Huskies. And a lot of them have been in these type of games where they should have won the game, but they just can't come through with a hit when they need it. So Panthers fall to 3-5 on the year. Huskies move to 7-2. So we are going to take a break, and we'll be back for the postgame show on Classic Rock 101.5 KISS FM and the Atomo Radio Group YouTube.
At Jefferson County Health Center, care is more than a service. It's a commitment. Our nurses, doctors, and staff go beyond treatment to provide comfort, compassion, and connection. We care because you matter. Visit jeffersoncountyhealthcenter.org to discover the difference.
Jefferson County Health Center, care you can count on. It's what we do.
You work hard to build the life you want. Your internet should do the same for you. Get all of your telecommunications needs from Lisco, including the most competitive pricing and highest quality data services. Every home, every business, every step of the way. Serving you from right here in your local hometown communities. Call me, Samantha Knoll, your Lisco sales and account manager for all of your telecommunications needs. 641-209-5400. That's 209-5400, or visit us at lisco.com.
You're watching the Pekin Panthers on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
Anybody that inning? They were.
We're back, Panther fans. Michael Comstock, Tony Latcham coming to you from Pekin as the Panthers fall by a score 8-7 to the Highland Huskies. This is one the Panthers pretty much gave away, and then the Huskies tried to give it back to them, and then the Panthers
didn't want it.
They just, bases loaded, nobody out. You got to be able to put a ball in play. A runner 90 feet away, you got to find a way to get that runner in. Shorten up, put it in play. We struck out, and then we're trying to hit a home run and popped it up, and we just got to. All you got to do is put a ball in play. Look what Logan McFarland did. He had one ball he hit hard tonight. He was the reason why they won the game tonight.
He was. He was consistent every time up. Not an overpowering hitter, but smart and had good wheels. And so they stole him every time they had a chance, and which was like every pitch that he was on base. And those things make a difference. They did the little things to win the game that we did not do.
Yeah, and even in the 8th inning, we should have been out of that inning and not given up a run, and we make an error and extend the game, and and what do? You make an error on a play that a ball was just put in play. McFarland, he doesn't want to have to hit a home run. He's choked. You see the way he chokes up the bat. All he's doing is trying to put a ball in play, and that's what the Panthers have struggled with, putting the ball in play when they really need to this year.
Yeah, it just unfortunate turn of events. You hate to lose one at home like that.
So we will be back on the air tomorrow night. Not much time to think about it, but we'll travel to Danville tomorrow night. It'll be JV first tomorrow. So it'll be Panthers versus the Bears. So we're going to wrap up our coverage tonight. Everybody stay safe. Have a great evening, and go Panthers.